We're ready to go. Let me hit record this time. All right, we're recording. We're live from the power chamber. What's going on, everyone?
What's up?
We're back.
It's the Shooting Star episode.
You know that's the name of the third episode, right?
Yeah, that's episode 3.
Every episode will be named after every episode.
What was the Patrick Star monster, right? The
Yeah,
Staroid or whatever his name
yeah,
was.
that was him. Dude, Rocky, let me tell you something. I saw a couple of them after that. Rocky tried to get with this old lady who claims to have been in his class when she was like 20 years older than him.
Yeah, what's up with that one?
She denied him. And then he tried getting with a blind chick. And she denied him too.
Wait, the old lady, was that the one? She was like like a bully. Is that who I'm thinking? Oh no, I'm thinking of the girl that Tommy was looking at.
No, okay. So Rocky had to do he was doing a computer project with this girl. But she's a full-blown like older woman, like pretending to be like a teenager.
I'm in your class. Can you hand me my walker?
No, but she's like 35 years old and he's supposed to be playing like a 16-year-old, 17-year-old kid.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Hey, Billy got married and he's like, what, 17?
He did not get married. He left for Aquitar.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, God. We have a full chat room in here. What's going on, guys?
What's up, guys?
All right. So, got a lot going on here. A lot of stuff happened this week. A lot of stuff that we gave a $4 trillion company an idea and they took it. And we got nothing out of it.
Yeah.
That happened.
We're not expecting that one.
I don't think any of us were expecting that. Can we play this video real quick? Let me play this video, okay? The marketing needs to be new. You show the Helix and you put "We are Xbox." Not "This is an Xbox." Yeah. We are Xbox because we're the real fans. All right.
Yes.
Yeah, we're the fans that will actually
thousands of fans in their green shirts, Xbox shirts. We are Xbox.
We are Xbox. Not. Isn't that funny, huh? A week and one day later.
Yeah, it did not take long for things to. The day after we recorded, basically, was when a lot of the stuff started to come out about the meeting, and that was the day after we recorded.
The everyman is here, Richard. You got Milfman, you got Weston, you got Kinjar, you got D, you got Scott, you got Kamame, you got Dizzy Delta. All these guys are here in the chat. There's more people that are going to file in. I can't believe that. I really can't believe that.
Kind of came out of nowhere. Especially, because we were just saying in that episode about how they have to, like hurry up and do something, quickly. And then the next day, of course.
I got the shirt too. I made it. And we got a new podcast on Mondays. Isn't that crazy? I didn't expect that either.
Yeah, a lot of stuff did happen within a week.
Within a week.
Mention it.
I was like, all this stuff happened and we've only done one episode of Zeo. Like, what are we doing here?
Hey, it's a new season. All this new stuff's happening. This is great.
A lot of crazy stuff. Well, I will say, shout out to Noof for I'm sorry, that was 2 weeks ago. Shout out to Noof for 2 weeks ago. Shout out to Noof for Monday, because he was on the Monday show on the new channel, which we'll talk about in a minute. Shout out to Tim Dog for coming on that episode with Noof. And because he was on that show, people were watching, and there you go. Their new tagline, their marketing tagline is "We are Xbox." So here we go. I'm going to show you the tweet. "We are Xbox." You just saw that anyway. Here's from the Microsoft Town Hall from last week. "We are Xbox."
That slogan makes a lot more sense than "This is an Xbox."
And here you go. The press release from that Wario put out. "We are Xbox." I mean, this was a week after we said it on this show. So we changed Xbox history, or we added to Xbox history. I don't know, we did something with Xbox. We made history with them for sure. And I didn't think that would ever happen with this show. Out of all the shows out there that kiss Xbox's ass, we kept it real, and now they're taking from what we said. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I definitely don't. I don't think that we could have really seen this back in like 2013. You know.
No, are you
So-
kidding me?
So
Yeah, I mean, it makes the most sense because they need us back. That's what they're trying to do. So yeah, the fans, we are the survival of Xbox basically at this point. So it
And
makes sense.
I gotta tell you something off the air, but make sure you stay on for like 2 minutes, because I forgot to tell you before we went live.
Okay.
I would say it here, but I'm not going to. All right, so here we go. I mean, look, I'll play the clip one more time. We made history. Every time you see a new Xbox with that tagline, you're gonna think of us. The
Say
marketing
bye to
needs
your
to be
phones,
new.
You know?
You show the Helix and you put "We are Xbox," not "This is an Xbox." We
Yeah.
are Xbox, because we're the
We are
real fans.
Xbox.
All right.
Yes.
yeah, the
And I
fans
have
that will actually.
thousands of fans in their green shirts, Xbox shirts. We are Xbox.
We are
And then there's
Xbox,
a
not. Ew, isn't that funny how that happened?
It's such a weird coincidence, huh?
Dude, if I would have known, I could have trademarked that. But I'm sure the minute they heard that, they trademarked it.
Well, I don't know because it uses Xbox. So can you trademark that?
Yeah, you can.
No, I don't know. Can you though?
'Cause you're not calling it Xbox. You're saying "We are Xbox." I don't know. Who the hell knows?
Oh, wow,
Listen,
it's still cool.
I will say this. I think everyone on that panel that night deserves a Helix, because I'm going to buy a couple of them. But I'll just say, I think all of us deserve that at least, because that's a hell of a marketing slogan and they took it from us, and that's fine. But I'd like a little Helix in my life. I'm just saying. I think
it
we
would
all
be
deserve
nice.
that. And that'll be it. You send me a Helix, we're good. All right. So, speaking of Xbox, there's a lot of stuff going on here, like positive stuff, which thank God, because I'm so sick of tired and talking bad about them. But we now have positive news about this brand. What is going on, Frank?
So there was a big town hall, that all kind of started with this "We Are Xbox" thing, and Asha sent out a newsletter to everybody, and I have it here, and it's pretty much what we've been saying. They've definitely been listening to the fans a little bit more. They're being more transparent. So I'll kind of just run this down. I'm not going to read it word for word because there's a lot, but she says players are frustrated, which is true. That's like the first line. I was like, oh wow, they actually like realized that. Okay. New feature drops on console have been less frequent. Our presence on PC isn't strong enough. Pricing is getting harder for people to keep up with, and core experiences still feel too fragmented. Developers and publishers are asking for more, better tools, better insights, and a platform that helps them grow faster. So pretty much those are some of our biggest gripes right there in the first paragraph over the past couple of years. The developers aren't optimizing stuff. The price is ridiculous. The console always has bugs and crap. It's never working right. They don't update it. So that's all stuff that we've been saying, which is great. Then they said, a bunch of stuff about the industry. Console remains large and stable. Talk about Windows. Players have access to more games than ever. Basically, they're saying they're competing for us. They realize they have to get everybody back one player at a time because there's so much other stuff out there, which is true. She said they're building a global platform, but console is the foundation, which is good because before it was everywhere, play everywhere. The console is just one little piece of it. Now she's saying no, this is like the foundation of the whole thing. It still says you can play where you want, like with PC and everything, and mobile and cloud, but at least they're focusing on the console. It said Xbox will be built to be affordable, personal, and open. We're going to offer flexible pricing, so it's easy to get started. Open to all creators from all the studios, giving anyone the tools to reach an audience. So that's good. They're going to make it easier for developers, which we were saying. So now here's the key points of this whole thing. Hardware: stabilize Gen 9 as a healthy, high quality base. Deliver Project Helix to lead in performance and play your console and PC games. Lead in comfortable, personal, high performance accessories. Build a strong ecosystem that expands choice and reach. Content: grow and extend an enduring portfolio of franchises players love, which is another thing we've been saying. Where are all your IPs that you own? Please help. Evolve our third-party partnership and strengthen 5-year slate. That's huge because there's games that are skipping Xbox still. That
Yeah,
Rugrats game is skipping Xbox, by the way.
that needs to be addressed. And you know what?
Yeah, it is.
I don't know if you saw Amp, but Tim Dog wants us to email him like our grievances with the product, with the brand, and he's going to actually put that together and present it to Asha and Xbox at some point.
Okay.
So, I asked Jeff because I was like, guys, if you have any grievances, let me know. And Jeff was like, we need another Killer Instinct. It's like, okay, Jeff, that's not like at the top of the fucking priority list.
It's the least of our worries. There might not be a platform anymore.
We
want that,
we have to try to help the brand stay alive. And this guy's like, well, we need another Killer Instinct.
That's
Yes,
awesome.
Hey,
we
at least
do
they'll
need
get
another
that.
Killer Instinct, but that's not going to save the company.
Yeah, that's just something we want.
But yes, I hope that you guys all I'll talk to you off the air, but I hope you guys you sit down and take your time with that, because I'm going to have to. I was going to do it tomorrow, but sit down and take your time with this, because you got to make sure you get everything in there and it's structured and they read it and they're like, okay, this is what the real fans want.
I think he said he's sending it sometime in May. Like, I think he mentioned like May 11th or something. So
He's got to have it before May 10th. I'll just say
May
Yeah.
19th.
that. Yeah, we don't want that day. That's Kane's day.
Yeah. Anything but that day.
That was so annoying when he kept saying that.
But yeah, no, I mean, I think this is something that needs, it needed, and it's great because we were just talking about it, like we said, when we had them on the show, and obviously you guys talked about it earlier this week, and we did the breaking show as well, or I jumped on with Perry, and it was just kind of like, like how soon can these actions be taken? Because like we said, you could say a bunch of words, but they don't mean anything unless you take action. And I think, the next course of action following this, positive news, would be a price drop. I think the logical reason to do this is all align with trying to get people somewhat interested, if especially if they're priced out, whether it be Game Pass or just the console itself. You have to do this because we really need competition back. And I think, while this generation is pretty much cooked at this point, it's done. It's still going, but like they kind of have to click the reset button with the Helix. There's still work that can be done. You can still have a lot of people that are going to be going out and buying a console just for GTA, right? Even if GTA isn't going to run, fantastic on the Series X, if you price the Series X lower before that and somebody just wants to play it and they just, there's like, whatever, I just want to play it, and it's like a cheaper option that at least runs it, even if it's in 30 frames, whatever, that person might not care about it. They might just buy an Xbox and not a Series S, but a Series X and check it out. I don't know. I think the sooner you do it, you'll at least sell a little bit more machines this gen. Maybe not a lot. Maybe you're not in line with the competition, but you could do something with it. So I just think that, I'm just happy to see something happen sooner rather than later. And also, like we said, like we literally just said it, this has to happen way before June. This has to happen way before the showcase. We can't be waiting until, that weekend and then, we'll take it from there. It's like, all right, she already has a plan in place. She knows that the fans aren't happy. She's joining, this burning ship that Sarah Bond and Phil Spencer left, and she's doing the right thing, which is trying to get people back on the right track. And I think, and reassuring the fans that, like, look, we hear you, and we're going to work towards doing this. So I think it's a good place to start, and I'm at least happy that we're seeing this, be put into action sooner than later. We just have to see the results by the end of this year. We'll actually be able to look back and say, okay, since she's come in, what are we looking at leading into Helix, going forward?
Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. Like, I like the fact that we have more positive stuff to say, because it's not like we really want to come on here and talk, bad about, any of these brands, really, or, these companies. But when, you care a lot about it, it's like, it's going to obviously,
But look what we
yeah,
did.
we're gonna feel a certain way about it,
We were called on these podcasts, Sony Pony guys. Now on Twitter, I'm being called an Xbot. So it's like I can't win. On YouTube, I'm a Sony Pony. On Twitter, I'm an Xbot. It's funny because I have both consoles. So I mean, I don't understand, but whatever. People are crazy. We know that. But you see what happened, Anthony? We stayed true to what was going on, and they took our slogan. So that tells you they were listening to the real fans.
And you know what's nice? None of us.
What are you, like me now?
I'm like, "Bleh, bleh, bleh." None of us three had to run and scrub our Twitters of anything, because we stayed
Why do I
true the
care?
whole time.
My Twitter got scrubbed.
Scrubbed for
My
you.
old Twitter got scrubbed because I used the word gift card in a DM.
I'm just saying, we
So you
stayed
can't even go
true.
back and find my old tweets anyway, but it was the same
We didn't-
sentiment I
we-
have now on my current Twitter.
We didn't have to delete episodes of the show. We didn't have to scrub anything. We stayed true to this thing, and they're doing what we were saying this whole time.
You can see,
Whereas-
if you watch the shows, you can see where the drop off was. Because we keep talking about, are they going to do this? Are they going to get it done? And then it got to a point where we're like, dude, we look fucking stupid. We're sitting here waiting for all these games. We're sitting here waiting for this and that. The Perfect Dark thing was really what turned the tide. That's really what got me upset, because my wife got upset because she bought an Xbox to play that game. And now people are like, well, they didn't announce it till 2020. That's right, fuckface. But when you bought the One X, there were rumors out there that Perfect Dark was being worked on as a third-person Gears of War type like game. And you can't tell me that that wasn't put out there, because it was. I remember hearing about it a lot.
And we talked about it when it
And
happened.
we talked about that as well. So we knew it was coming. And then when they showed the trailer, we were like, finally. And then they said, oh, yeah, give us 5 years. All right. On the 5th year, they showed us, on the 4th year, they showed us the trailer, in-game gameplay or whatever the hell. And they said, okay. And then a year after that, on the 5th year, they canceled it. And then we find out that that trailer wasn't even gameplay. It was a vertical slice of CGI or whatever the hell they did with that. It's like, bro, what are you doing? What are you really doing? And again, with State of Decay, we talked about that a couple of weeks ago. You showed me the lady with the zombie deer 58 million times, and then we find out last month that there's no zombie deer in the game at all, and that was just a trailer that they didn't even know about. They said when that trailer was shown, it was still a text document on our computer. We didn't even have a game ready.
Yeah, great.
That's embarrassing.
Well, it's hard to lie when you have more leaks than the Titanic, and I think that's the problem. They were lying. We were seeing it.
At least the
being
Titanic
exposed.
just went down. Okay, this guy Phil Spencer was buying bootleg Flex Seal and patching up all the freaking Titanic, and
Oh,
it was
it's back
still
in-
leaking because it was bootleg.
He's telling you there's no leaks in sight, and meanwhile, there's people down there like, help, help.
Yeah, help us.
But we were literally, their lies would get exposed like in front of them, and they just pretended like, oh, nothing happened. Like, and we're sitting here like, yeah, we can't support this. And I'm glad we didn't, because look what's happening now. We told you guys this wasn't going to work. It didn't work, and they're changing everything, which is good.
Kinjar, what's up, man? I don't know if I mentioned him before. Yeah, I know. It is what it is, man. And their financials came out today, and I sent you that because I was sent that. So I sent it to you because you know how to break it down. I think. I don't.
I guess. Just numbers.
I think I know what I was looking at, but I wasn't too sure.
No, I'll explain it. It's not that bad.
All right. Well, explain it so we could talk about it.
Okay. So what had happened was the quarterly financials came out. They were down 33% in hardware again, on top of
Shocking.
whatever they were down before. And then they were down 5% in like revenue, like content. So like game sales, all that stuff. Kind of hard for you to grow your hardware when it's not present anywhere. So that's kind of their fault. And what shocked me though about this, and I was just saying this before we went on, Asha actually tweeted about the earnings, which Phil Spencer would never touch with a 10-foot pole.
Because he was running away from it.
Right. She wrote, Xbox earnings today. While we've made progress expanding the business and our margins, players and revenue growth has not yet met our ambition. We know we have work to do to earn every player today and into the future. So, hey, it's just a little PR statement, but she acknowledged
It's something.
it.
And you know what?
Right.
I don't even blame her for that because that wasn't even during her tenure, these quarterly financials.
But she
But
said
she took it on the chin like a
transparent.
champ, and she's going to roll with it. So good for her.
They're being transparent, and that's what we've been asking for 2 years or
Right.
longer.
No, I'm good. Whatever. It's something. You know what I mean? You know, that's the thing. She came out and said, this is what happened, and we're working on it. The other guy would have let the financials come out and wouldn't have said nothing, and the whole internet would have been fighting with each other. And it's like, dude, why? We got to know what's going on with this company. We're buying games on this thing. Like, we want to know if we want to keep being invested in it.
Yeah.
Even Satya made a statement about this, by the way.
Oh, yeah? What did he say now?
He said, and you also see this in Xbox, where the team is recommitting to our core fans and players and shaping the future of play. Last week's Game Pass changes are an example of how we're staying responsive to customer feedback.
Well, you got to hurry up because Sony had a little accident. They went number 2, and Xbox needs to get in front of them and slug them in the face. We keep hearing that there's a $4.99 price drop coming for the Series X. That needs to happen like today.
Yeah.
They should
This
do it
week.
right now.
They should have done it before Sony put a statement out today, because Xbox really needs to go back and look at what's going on with Sony. We're going to talk about Sony in a minute, and they're going to get the smoke, believe me. But they need to go back and they need to go, okay, why don't we take all the DRM off our console, drop the price to $4.99 and be like, Xbox Series X, the DRM free console, now only $4.99. Because it looks bad in optics because the PS5 has DRM now. Well, it's always had DRM, but this DRM story just blew up. The perception is that PlayStation 5 are these evil DRM people. At $649, Xbox could come out, look like the heroes, say, hey, no DRM over here, $4.99. Forget about it. People are gonna run over there. Not everybody, but you're gonna have some people that are gonna say, you know what? I don't want DRM on my console. I'm gonna go over there.
Sony filmed that commercial in 2013 at the back of E3. As soon as they had
That was
they
the
went for it.
literal nail in the coffin for Xbox. That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
They did it. Xbox could do it right back to them. Kick them while they're down because they kicked you while you were down.
They need to get their hands dirty, which we were saying before. They have to do it. Nintendo and Sony will stop at nothing to destroy competition. They're evil. They will do anything.
They're evil.
Hey, in business, you have to.
The Japanese companies, they don't want the American companies to succeed. If I can say that word tonight. It's just, they want to take the company out. They don't want anybody in their industry. They feel that that's their industry and they don't want anybody in it.
Yep.
I mean, you can look at all this stuff. Look at Final Fantasy not being on Xbox. It's because the Japanese companies were like, don't help them out. We'll pay you not to help out the competition. And that's what happened. And it got to a point where it almost tanked freaking Square. And Square is like, hey, you know, no one's buying our game on your console. We need to make money. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just that all these companies do these. Hey man, look at Nintendo. Nintendo rimrodded Sega. Okay, they wanted Sega out. They did everything they could to get Sega out of the way. And you know what? Eventually, they got out of the way, but not because of Nintendo, but because of Sony. So
Yeah. They'll do anything it takes.
Like you said on the last show, it's a cutthroat business. And that's pretty much what it is.
You can't be a nice, happy, kumbaya guy in this business. And that's why Phil didn't work out, I think, because he just wasn't willing to put the screws to the competition.
Yeah, but even we saw through this, and we're just regular people. We have no connections to that company. We're regular consumers that just, we don't buy the bullshit. And we were just seeing right through this guy the whole time. We talked about it on here for years. We were like, this guy isn't getting anything done. This guy's full of crap. Oh, well, this guy made him do this. Yeah, go cry in the corner, Sarah McLachlan, because nobody cares. What are you going to put Phil Spencer in a cage and he's going to shake like a little dog?
For just $29.99, you can support Phil Spencer.
Yeah, he's got enough money. That's all right.
But all the opportunities they had to like step on Sony and they just didn't do it. They did the opposite. Like literally, we just watched it happen and we're like, why are you doing this?
Yeah.
Real quick, while we're on financials, I want to bring up this tweet from our buddy Tim Dog, because he actually made an incredibly good point. He said the other day he's a numbers guy, and I'm seeing it here, this analysis that he did. So he said the last time that hardware was up, it was up 3% in Q2 of 2024. He said that was the last time they were committed to exclusives. And he said that quarter ended January 30th, 2024. February 2024 was when the 4 games thing happened. And ever since then, the hardware revenue has been down every single year since.
Because everyone knew. We all saw through that. Only 4 games. Don't take this as a sign. Well, they did take it as a sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So their
And
hardware
again, it just became like such a like predictable thing after we saw that like we couldn't trust them with just that. It was like more on top of that, you know? Like it was like, all right, yeah, you clearly went beyond what you were saying, and now you're not even really considering, again, like the fans that have stuck by and would actually want to see this go in the other direction this gen, you know?
Yeah, I know.
This whole thing of putting the games everywhere can only work if they don't have hardware, because literally since
that was the whole thing, Frank. They were trying to get out of hardware because we talked about this 100 million times. They didn't want to make the box anymore. They wanted you to take your library elsewhere.
It's evident from this,
but
clearly.
Their whole thing was, oh yeah, every device is a screen. Every device, it's like, okay, but nobody wants to do that. It's cool as a feature for the console, a companion feature. Like I talked about this. You have the portal for the PS5. Sony isn't saying don't buy a PS5. You can play your PS5 games on the portal for only $199 or $299, whatever it is. They're not saying that. They're saying the console is key. The portal is secondary. The portal is an accessory to the console. The xCloud and all this other shit should have been secondary to the console. Like, Anthony, when you buy a DVD player, all right, you could buy the cables to make it look better. You could buy all this other stuff. None of that stuff is required. It's just, like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? You don't need to buy all these accessories. You just need the main component. Well, you're gonna need the RGB cable. Can I speak to that? The RGB cables. You're gonna need the HDMI cable. You're gonna need a monster cable that's even more crisper. You're gonna need the Zez kit 4K cables. You're gonna need all these crazy cables to make it look insane on your TV. And you're like, dude, I just have a tube TV. Just give me the AV cables it comes with. I'm good. I just want to watch a DVD. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But your DVD player can play games. It's like, but I don't want to do that right now. I just want to watch movies on here. Oh, that's it.
Oh.
Like it just. I think that they were just trying to. I think they were just trying to get away from hardware. I mean, we all knew that Sarah Bond was trying to get away from the hardware by saying, you know what, we're just going to make it an app. It's going to be on everything. You won't need the box because no one's buying it, and we can't admit defeat. And that was pretty much it, and it did them in. They thought they were getting away with it, and then that fateful day, Satya went down there, and that was it. He said, Phil, you're retired as of now, and Sarah Bond, you ain't running nothing, lady. Get out of here.
He went in there and started turning over desks and breaking stuff. He's like, what the hell is going on?
Okay, I would love to see that if that was real.
That's something Bill Gates would have done. I built this in a garage and you can't even get a game out.
What the hell?
Well, when we've talked about this, Capcom got how many games out in the last 15 years?
Ton.
Yeah, a lot.
Has to be around 40, 50 games, right? In 15 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think so.
How many games has Xbox really gotten out? Like nothing.
Since Xbox One, there's been 2 Halos, 2 Gears, and what else of substance?
85 Forza games. I guess I'll give them that.
No, there's only been like what, 3? There's or 4.
No, there's been more Forza games than that.
All right, so there's a bunch of Forza
Xbox
games.
One was the Forza box because that's all that came out for freaking Xbox One.
Yeah. They got out Sea of Thieves, if that even counts.
Sea of Ask Jeeves.
There's barely been anything. Let me see. I want to pull up a list of Xbox first-party games just to see if anybody has like a comprehensive list.
Shout out to the chat room.
Oh, there is a list. Okay, let's go to 2013 and see what they have, so we can like get an idea here.
We're supposed to be talking nice, Frank. We are, but we're just going back a little bit.
No, I just want to know what I'm trying to see. Like, what you're right. What have they put out? Okay. State of Decay 1 was a launch title. Killer Instinct, Forza 5. I guess you could count Rise. Or no, that was Crytek. That wasn't even that. Let's see. No.
Just count first party.
I'm trying. It's harder than you'd think. There's not that much. Forza Horizon 2. So hold on, let me go back here. So that was 3, 4.
It was the Forza box. That's what I kept complaining about, man. I was like, why are we getting 5,000 Forza games in like one Halo game?
Halo Master Chief, so that's like 5 games.
Anthony, I hope you're doing your homework. How many games did Capcom get out in the last 15 years?
That's
Gears
a lot.
Ultimate. Gears Ultimate is 6. Forza Motorsport 6 is 7. Halo 5 is 8. I'm just doing ones that are like first party. Forza Horizon 3, 9. Gears of War 4, 10. I'm already at 2016, by the way, and it was only 10 games in 3 years. Let's see. Halo Wars 2, gotta count it. That's 11.
Well, Gears Tactics, right? That was one of them.
We'll get there. State of Decay 2. Sea of Thieves, so that's 13. Forza Horizon 4 is 14. Crackdown 3, we have to count it.
Yeah, we do.
It's 15. Gears 5 is 16. Let's see. Gears Tactics, 17. Microsoft Flight Simulator is 18. Forza Horizon 4, Gears 5, so that's 20. Did I say Forza 5?
Not
No,
yet.
I didn't. That's 21. Halo Infinite's 22. We're almost there. Grounded is 23.
Ugh.
Pentiment 24. Because a lot of these are re-releases.
Yeah, Capcom. I mean, it's hard. I mean, according to what this is saying, it's like roughly 120 to 200 plus, depending on how you count
Games?
it. Because it depends on how you count it. Because there's main lines, which is about like
That
60 games.
as long as
40 to
they
60
as long
games.
as they made the damn game, it doesn't matter if they're remakes or not. As long as they made the damn
Yeah.
games.
Remakes, ports, and collections, which Capcom does a lot of, that's about 200 plus.
Wow.
And then
And
main
from
games
2013 till now?
from 2011 to 2026.
Holy shit.
So Microsoft had between like 25 and 30, I counted, up until today. First party games.
Wow, man.
Because I'm not counting like some of this other crap that was just on there.
You might as well count them because they still won't matter.
Yeah, I mean, there's really not. I mean, they even put like stuff twice, like when they re-release it on Series X and stuff. Like realistically, they released like 30 games since 2013.
Wow. And you had what, 40, 50 studios?
Yeah.
Not at that time, but when you round it all up.
Even if you count like, because they have like Hellblade 1 on here, but that wasn't really them. But you could count it. I mean, even if you count all that, it's like 50 max.
How the hell is Hellblade 1 on there? I thought that was only on PS4.
I guess because they own it. Like
Didn't they bring it over at one point, or what was the deal with that?
This is everything they own, like that they put out. So.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, they put like every edition, like even like the stupid Windows games are on here, which I didn't count. Like Microsoft Ultimate Word games. Like
no, that doesn't count. That's not Xbox. No. That's. Well, I mean, we have other good news too. I mean, they're giving Xbox employees Xbox email addresses.
Yeah, that's good. Because that we didn't talk about that. They're getting rid of the Microsoft Gaming branding.
So much has happened, everybody. They're getting rid of Microsoft Gaming, which was, a couple of months ago, the opposite. Which is good. I mean, nobody wants Microsoft Gaming. Like, we even said this before, fix the damn brand or shut it down.
Yeah.
They were just making a mockery of this thing. Every freaking week there's drama and everything. And we were tired of talking about it, but we had to talk about it. Now it seems like there's light at the end of the tunnel, but they just have to get there.
Yeah, they just have to keep the momentum, I think that's the biggest thing. And then if, all of these outcomes lead, into a positive experience with the June showcase, then that will be, a nice kind of hype to roll out, because if you really make Gears hit home with a lot of people and you do something like a beta and you roll that out, I think that would be best case scenario as far as just trying to kind of like turn this year around a little bit, as opposed to the last few years, which have been really crappy. Just all in all, the gen across the board.
Right.
So I think, we just need some kind of momentum from this.
I think this is their last shot, man. And I think they'll hit a home run. But they have to be on it. And so far, I like what I'm seeing.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Even the Google AI says like over 50. So I was pretty much accurate at like 50 since 2013.
And Capcom, who has probably a quarter of the money that Microsoft has. Anthony's saying they've released almost 200 games.
Yeah.
Since 2011. That's crazy.
Let me see.
Consistency for sure. They've had their dark years, of course,
Yeah, but they still release games. Microsoft had their dark years too, with a lot of their titles they released.
Yeah.
But it seems Capcom has had a lot of success. A lot of those games. The
This
question
says over 100 games for Capcom.
The question is, why is Capcom releasing over 100 games in the last 15 years that are, so like Anthony said, some of them are not quality, they're crap, but a majority of them were quality versus Xbox, who couldn't even get these games out the door
Yeah.
You know
with
why?
higher budgets.
Their lives depend on it. Xbox, they don't care. Let's take your time. We still have Microsoft making $4 trillion. Capcom, if they don't produce, they're gonna go out of business.
Yeah.
They have to.
And I think that needs to be the mentality over at Xbox.
It should be, and that's why these other companies are able to do this, because that's their entire thing. If Nintendo stops making games, they're not going to survive. Like, they can't subsist on third party. They won't stay alive.
Right.
So,
Well, hopefully they figure this out. But the quarterly financials, I'm not going to blame Asha for that. I think that was the previous regimes. So we will wait and see what happens. I mean, June is right around the corner. We're all going to be together during that announcement. So I might even make that an Xbox day over there at the shop, because we're going to have a lot of Xbox people with us as well. So might as well just turn that into Xbox day.
we want to see E-Day, the three of us, for sure, like no matter what. So
why don't we call it? Oh my God. I'm going to give somebody an idea right now.
I guess we got to be more reserved with that a bit.
Can you go to the trademark website right now, Frank?
Can you just
trademark this? Can you trademark this live on the air so I don't have to worry about it tomorrow?
I don't think I can.
Or a week from today.
I can search. I think I can search a trademark, but I don't know if I can like.
I'm gonna send it to you, and you're gonna look it up, and then we'll say it on the air. And if it's open, you're paying for it right now, and then we'll worry about that later.
Well, this is like it's not as simple as you think to like search it, but I'm gonna try.
It's not what you think.
I just sent it to you, Anthony. You can see it too. You're gonna like it, but I don't want to give it away because I know someone's gonna use it.
Oh. I don't even know if I could.
Oh, wow.
You know that would be snatched up, right? Like the second it comes out of my mouth, someone's going to jump on that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even think you can. I don't even think you could do that.
Okay. But I'm going to say it. And you know what? On April 29th, 2026, Wednesday, at 11:06 p.m. Eastern, I'm coining the phrase June 7th is going to be known as Xbox E-Day.
Whoa.
There it is.
And there it is. So if they steal that thing next week, then you know they were definitely watching the show again. And that's that. So there you go.
I mean, it kind of is, because that's the day they either emerge from the holes in the ground or they don't. I mean, that's
they go in a hole in the ground and that's it.
If we see that PlayStation logo, like, it's over, man. I don't know what to tell you at that point.
That's going to be a definitely a disappointing reveal as far as like, they revealed the game, but we
if you see that logo on the screen, that means nothing's changed and nothing will change.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the make or break. That's why it really is the E-Day.
Right.
Yeah, you can't let that one go for sure. You got to keep that thing on Xbox and PC. You just can't.
There's people yelling.
You got to make a statement with that.
There's people yelling online. You got to take it off PC, man. It's like you can't. Like that's part of the ecosystem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they could take it off Steam, I guess, but that would be really stupid, and that will really
I would,
hurt.
I would probably take it off Steam, and I'll tell you why. You're never going to get people to use the Microsoft Store if they have an option to buy it on Steam.
That's true.
So you're either using your own store or you're taking the cut from Valve. You can do both, but again, people are more likely to just go to Valve. And the whole point of this Xbox Helix thing is to get you in their store. So at some point, you have to put your foot down and decide what you're going to do. And I'm not saying I want it off Steam and all that. Don't put words in my mouth. But what I'm saying is they have to figure out where they're going and what they're doing. So
yeah, that would be that would be like a big ball move if they're like, hey, all of our future releases are going to only be on the Windows Store.
you don't even say that, Frank. All you do is say you buy the game on Xbox digital, you get the Windows version free. That's all you need to fucking do.
No, that's true.
Instead of fucking like messing with people, oh, play this anywhere, play it on that screen, this screen, play anywhere. Just say, listen, you buy the game on Xbox, you get it on PC.
You get it there.
End the story. Don't even mention PC ever again. And the people will show up. But the more you try to like, oh, you want to do this, oh, you want to do that. Like in the 90s, you would watch like 90210 and the guy would go up to the girl like, you want to go out? Oh no, I don't want to go. No, you don't want to go out? What do you mean you don't want to go out?
He's like circling her around the counter.
Yeah, it's like you got to stop doing that. Just leave it the way it is.
Yeah, they got to do something though. You're right, to get people on the Windows Store.
That's it. You have a store and just throw it out there. Be like, you buy the game digital, you get the Windows version for free. End the story. It's over. No big deal.
But you know there's going to be some guy who goes, I cannot support them. I'm only on Linux.
Well, he's lying, number one. And number two, he's taking a number two. That's all.
I cannot play my games on Proton. This is anti-consumer. You know that's going to happen. Like, there's going to be one guy who's pissed.
Yeah, but that's one guy. Who's going to buy the game anyway, so it doesn't even matter.
This is unacceptable. I have Proton only. How will it run on Ubuntu?
Chrono, what's up, man? Well, that's what I would say.
I think you're right.
You sons of bitches.
Anyway, yeah, well, I'll just say that. Like, they have to sit down and figure out what they're doing with all this, because once they figure it out, they'll be good to go. And they got to just like tell people, like, all right, the consoles are focus. And yeah, if you buy the game digital, as a bonus, you get it on PC. You don't say, oh, when you buy the game, you play it on PC, you play it on there, you play it on the screen. You just say, yeah, as a bonus, you get the PC version. And people will be like, oh, nice. Okay.
Abolish Play Anywhere, because what the hell does that mean? Like,
yeah, I mean, it's very like, it's not really true to its name with everything. It's like, and it's very inconsistent. Like Perry said, it just needs to be like, okay, you either get it or you don't. Like, why are we doing this like dance around?
Right. And I think that Steam was going to be included on Helix because they couldn't get the rights for all the games to be on the Windows Store. Look at Resident Evil 9. That is not on the Windows Store. So if Helix comes out tomorrow, you wouldn't be able to buy it on Xbox. You would have to play the Xbox Series version. Or you would have to log into Steam and play the Steam version on there because they couldn't get the license or whatever on the Windows Store. That has to change. Like, if you're going to do this, you have to go all in. You can't say, well, we'll add this one because we can't get that game in our store. Like, no, you got to get it in your store. You got to call up Capcom or whoever and be like, we need your game in our store. What do we have to do? Do you need something? Can we help you? And how do we get that game, Resident Evil 9, in the Windows Store? That's it,
Capcom's
man.
gonna say,
That's all you got to
we
do.
need money.
I want Rugrats on Xbox.
Well, Frank is going to want that game because that game is coming out. We'll talk about that a little bit later.
Yeah, that does. Yeah,
Carlos, what's
I'm
up?
definitely looking forward to that.
Carlos! 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 I asked you for the map.
Yeah, well, the map says we're fucked.
Nice hearing from you, Carlos.
Carlos, you got to buy me a soundboard because I have all the keys linked to your name.
The Carlos board.
You know how I can't put 6 sounds on there because they're all dedicated to him. We'll talk, Carlos. When you come up for June, we'll talk.
He probably has 10 soundboards for his 10 5090s and everything.
Yeah, he doesn't care. He's got like his house is built out of 5090s, this guy.
Oh my god. He can run games at like 1000K. 1,000,000K.
He's ready.
He eats Kellogg's 1K, or what was that thing called?
Special K.
Special K.
He eats thermal paste for breakfast.
And lunch.
Well, he actually hired
Thermal
a
paste
whole
sandwich.
he hired a whole service team to come and put thermal paste on the walls because his house runs so hot all the time. They have to constantly reapply the paste. Like a whole thing.
It says buckets of
He
the
buys
paste.
those thermal pads as rugs.
Yeah. He has to or his house would overheat. His electric bill is like 50 grand a month.
What game was it with minimum spec card? I don't know.
What game was it?
I can't remember that one. I know what he's talking about, but I can't remember the game. That was a big thing back in the day. All right. I think so Xbox, Anthony, you were on the sidelines for all this stuff. What do you think about all this stuff that happened over the weekend?
Yeah, I mean it's definitely a a classic combination of us recording and then we stop and then something happens right after. Yeah, but I was happy to see that there was just some like meeting that kind of rallied everybody together, and it seemed like it was a next step for the company. So, yeah, I think I'm excited, and I'm very curious to see what Asha and team put together. And I think the sooner we figure this out, it's just going to benefit the June showcase as well. I think that price drop really needs to happen in May. If it's not happening this week, it has to happen these next few weeks. So I think those adjustments can be made. We already got the Game Pass adjustments and stuff like that. I'm curious, like how, like the rest of Game Pass is going to look. Like, are we going to be getting customizable subscriptions? Are we not?
Yeah, that came out. Something came out about that.
Yeah, obviously we know about the Discord like Nitro thing, which came out while we were doing the news break show last Thursday. I think it was. So yeah, I feel like there was like a decent amount of things that kind of collectively ended up getting to this point. For better or for worse, I think it's like we needed to change quickly, and hopefully this will do it. So yeah, I think I'm positive about it, and it definitely has me intrigued to see how she follows it up. Because I'm also just a fan of the brand and have so many hours and my gamer tag and achievements and all that stuff. So I definitely have a connection to that, and keeping that in line with like potentially sticking around for another console that could potentially play.
I could safely say that 3 weeks ago we were out. We were all out.
Yeah, I mean, I still don't really turn on my Series X for much right now. I mean, I used to just turn it on for like Fortnite sessions and stuff, but I've moved that over to the Pro. And because I have instruments for that specifically as well. Like I only have PS4 drums, so that's only going to work for a PS5 basically. So that was also a big thing. But yeah, I don't really like, besides playing old backwards compatible stuff. I like more reasons to turn on my Series X, But at this point, like I said, it's kind of a done deal. Like if Gears comes out, I'll definitely be playing it on PC because I want to play it to the best of its, ability. But I'm excited for Gears, so I think that's my next thing. I'm like, all right, cool. You're doing these price cuts. Hopefully the console drops next, and then follow that up after May with Gears in June. So I'm excited to see what happens.
Now
I'm
there's
still nervous a little bit about it. Like I still want, we still have to see a lot of stuff.
yeah,
but
I mean,
think,
listen, they're not getting an instant pass because of this, but it's a
No.
step in the right direction, and we're willing to wait and listen and see what they're going to do next. Whereas
exactly, step in the right direction.
with the other, with Beavis and Butthead over there in the previous regime, we were done.
Nothing was getting done. In fact, it was all just to impact us to a negative, to a fault. It's like, we don't want that.
Beavis and Butthead.
They were.
Well, I mean, we're also hearing that Game Pass, they're quite possibly going to take the games out of day and date. Not just Call of Duty, but all the games day and date are coming out. If that's the case, in my opinion, why even have Game Pass? Like, why don't you just get rid of it? We talked about this on Monday. It seems like it was a failed experiment.
Yeah, it didn't do what it was supposed to. It was supposed to grow the hardware and grow the subscription, but it's stagnant.
Well, originally it was to sell the consoles because no one was buying them. So they were like, well, we'll give them the games and they'll have to buy the hardware. Funny thing happened. Nobody bit. So they pivoted and made it a service and all that. And you just kept the same people. You didn't really grow it.
Yeah.
So, you could keep it around, like Dizzy says, keep it as a catalog service for the older games like PlayStation Plus. But at this point, man, if you do that, just drop it down to $15 a month, and just it's a legacy service that you can play all the old games on, or just get rid of it. You don't need it. I know a lot of people like it; they want to use it, but you either like it or you want Xbox to succeed, and I think we want them to succeed as a brand. So if they change it up and they got to get rid of it, it might be the best thing for the brand. I don't know, because the way it's going now, it wasn't working. So something's got to change.
And with how slow they release stuff, is it really going to kill you to buy like Gears and Halo? Like, what do they release 1 or 2 in 5 years? I mean, if you really want to play it, just buy it.
Yeah, I don't think the subscription model worked the way they wanted it to. And you know what? You know who called that out years ago and everyone thought it was nuts? Noof.
Yeah.
Shout out to Noof Nukem, because from day one, he said Game Pass was going to ruin everything, and everyone said he was crazy. And several years later, he's proven correct. It almost tanked the entire brand. So, shout out to Noof Nukem. Check out his channel every Sunday morning for Crazy About Games. At, what was it? It's 10 a.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
So check him out there. Can't wait.
See,
I buy Fighting Force on PS5. Fighting Force. All right, go ahead. Go ahead, Frank.
See, I liked Game Pass when it was $15 a month because I was getting the games for like cheap, or like not free, but you know what I mean. But then when it got too expensive, I was like, well, it's cheaper to just buy the games I want. And I think a lot of people realize that, and that's why they're not growing. This is just too damn expensive. it worked it worked for us at $15. It probably didn't work for them, obviously, if they jacked it all the way up. So
No,
just
because
doesn't work.
I think their whole thing was we're going to get X amount of people to join. It'll balance itself out, and we're growing the fan base. The problem is they didn't grow anybody. They got the same people that they were championing to because they weren't really promoting the console. The marketing, everyone's been talking about that for years. Your marketing is the same exact people in the chats. Those people already have Game Pass. Who are you selling it to?
Yeah.
You're never going to grow. Those people will still resubscribe and everything, but it's the same numbers. You had to reach the masses with that, and they failed at that. So now you got to regroup. You already got the crazies, the hardcores. You got those people are always going to be part of Xbox. The people in the chats, the echo chambers are always going to be Xbox people. You have to go beyond that now. You have to get everybody. You have to let people know Xbox is here and still kicking ass. I keep saying that, but you have to. And it's the only way people are going to know that your product is still around and exists, and they're going to be interested in buying it. And you have to give them a reason to buy the console. That's what Noof said. So you have to put your games back on there and lock them down. And that would be the reason for them to buy it. None of this bullshit where, oh, they could choose the platform of their choice. What does that even mean, the platform of your choice? The controller? Like, what does that even mean? The ecosystem? All right, big deal. Bryant, how you doing, buddy?
You know, that might be the most important thing of them all. Like, I always try to think, like, what's their first step that they should take? Just going out there and being like, we're
I'm going to be
alive.
dead honest with you guys, and you know this. Frank knows this from day one. He knows since he was a little kid, he's known I've owned all the consoles. Okay? When people say my console of choice, they have to be fanboys. Because how do you not have all the... How are you a gamer and you don't have all the consoles? And I don't want to hear this excuse, well, not everyone can afford it. No, fuckface, because you're buying all these other fucking games and everything. You're buying 50 million fucking Xbox controllers and sticking them up your ass like P. Diddy over there. So I don't want to hear this shit that I might be poor. Like, no, you got money. You're good. You just don't want to buy it because you're a fanboy. I never understood people like that. If you like games, you buy all the games because you don't want to miss out. Like on Sony, Last of Us ain't coming to Xbox, so I have a PlayStation to play freaking Last of Us.
And they're not sticking with PC now, so look at
Mario's
that.
not coming to Xbox, so I have a Switch to play Mario.
Yeah,
come on, Spider-Man's coming. Spider-Man's coming to Xbox.
No, yeah,
it's 15 years ago, and where is he?
Like Wolverine's not coming to PC. You know, all these new games are going to be coming to PC for Sony, so they're sticking with the consoles. And it's like I don't know. I just think it's we've kind of said that since day one, where, you know, we just play everything and we try to make that very clear, you know, when we started in 2013, in May of 2013. So it's like, it's been so long. So I just think, you know, the people that don't want to hear it, it's just the internet's going to be the internet. You know, you're going to have people that don't read or watch or, you know, think about what they're saying when they don't even know what we're about, you know, because they don't take the time to listen. But, you know, all the haters, they always stick around, you know. They'll still listen to the show. They'll still, you know, act like they're not listening.
That's okay. They have to see a psychiatrist and a therapist and all that other crap, so.
Yeah, it's like, you know, there's people that completely flat out disagree with us and, you know, crap,
fine.
You know, all the crap and stuff that they talk. It's like, you know, we're just trying to say our opinions. And if you don't know that we, you know, that Perry owns X amount of consoles and Frank owns so many and I own so many consoles and, you know, we all collect stuff. It's like we're all invested in. So it's not like we're just gonna, you know, I mean, we almost basically are kind of just like you said, we're kind of out anyway these last few weeks. A lot of us already kind of saw what was going on, but I think, you know, there's shifts like this, and it happened when we started the show, and unfortunately, that was kind of like a really hard corner to turn for them during the Xbox One E3 era. Just before that, the reveal, and then it went into E3, and then we got a lot of stuff that felt like very different to the gen, and then we saw stuff this time that was very different to the gen. Because we didn't expect all of this to be going down. Almost 6 years in, and all of this stuff is changing. Some good, some bad. Price hikes obviously in the industry. So there's just a lot of like interesting key moments that I think we're obviously not going to forget about this time period looking back 10 years from now.
Oh, no way.
Because it's
This
kind
is
of
make or
like
break
a
for them.
shift. Yeah. So
We're in the
it's a
holding
very
period right now. We're in the let's wait and see period.
Yeah, like remaining hopeful.
This thing could go south next week. Satya could go crazy and fire everybody and shut it down.
Yeah, then the hope goes out the window and it doesn't
Right.
matter,
I think the 7th is really the big, like that's the do or die. Like
You know
that's
what's
it.
funny about the 7th? We're all getting together. And I purposely didn't get together the week after, which is when we usually get together, because Xbox usually puts a show on the 11th, 12th, 13th. And I was like, let me do this a week earlier so nothing is interfering with the party. And the motherfuckers put it on the 7th when we're doing the damn party. Like, I can't win. I can't escape it.
That's all right. We'll either see the rebirth of Xbox or the death of Xbox all together.
Yeah, there might be some fist fights because we got Xbox people coming to the event.
Pretty sure if that PS5 logo shows up, everybody who was an Xbox person is not going to be anymore. I mean, like, I don't know after that. Like, how can you justify? I can understand the stuff they already said is coming, but man, if you put E-Day on PS5 like day one, dude, I don't know, man. Like, there's no helping you.
Yeah, it's like we got to do this right, man. It's like, and the showcases also have really sucked these last few years, and I wasn't even there for all of them, and you guys watched them obviously, but
Well,
it's like they just weren't good.
This is where Xbox could come in and save the day. If they show Gears E-Day for this year, show some other stuff they have coming out this year, and that's it. Stop. Don't show anything for 2027.
Does Sony have a state of play in May, or are they going to go in June for the days of
I don't
play
know. We'll find out, right?
bullshit? Yeah.
Probably right around the same time.
Yeah, because they usually keep it around the same time. Because obviously, this.
And what does Sony have for this year? They have Wolverine. They already released Saros, which I'm not buying. I have no interest in that game. It's a reskinned Returnal. I'm done. I already got robbed on Returnal. I'm not doing that again. I got robbed on Returnal because I bought a copy and Frank. I bought Frank a copy, and I said, "Play the game, and we'll review it on the show." We played the game. And we're like, "What the fuck?" It's a beautiful game, but it just plays terribly because of the mechanics.
We're also going to be together for Summer Games Fest. Don't forget that.
Yeah, I gotta have that on too in the background.
Yeah, that we could just watch while we
Jeff
hang out.
Keighley, he's gonna make out with Kojima probably on that show again. When is the sex tape coming out with him and Kojima?
Soon.
What if he has like a Hulk Hogan sex tape where he has sex with Kojima and then he says a bunch of like crazy shit?
He's smoking a cigarette afterwards and he just says all this stuff. Oh my God, no. Really quick, speaking of Hulk Hogan, how much do I have to see this man's ass cheeks in the new documentary? What is up with that?
My wife and I saw that and we looked at each other like, what happened?
I only watched 2 episodes.
All they're
and I've
talking
seen his
about,
ass like 5 times.
It gets worse, Frank, because his wife, she talks about is them having sex all the time.
Yeah, I know. I saw some of that.
He's in his thong playing with his children.
I saw that too.
You thought him rubbing suntan lotion on his daughter's ass was something. This guy's...
He's like always naked.
Anthony, we're not even kidding.
What the fuck?
He's in a G-string on the floor rolling around with his kids.
The documentary is good, but there's a lot of like ass in that, like of him that I don't want to see.
I think that was worse than a sex tape.
Yeah, and the worst part is you're not expecting it.
Yeah,
They're like, yeah, he was.
I was eating when I was watching it. We were eating dinner.
I mean, yeah, I was watching with my wife, but it's like, he was trying to deal with his work-life balance, and it shows him in the ring, and then it shows his ass on the floor. It's like, what the hell? Like, you didn't even warn me.
Well, at least we can confirm his ass wasn't red and yellow. So there you go.
No,
That was the rumor all the years. His ass was red and yellow.
yeah, I don't know why they did that, but they did.
We have crazy thunderstorms right now.
Well, guess what? If the power goes out, the stream is still staying up because I have that thing set. You might have to do an online check-in on your phone, Anthony, to turn the stream off.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hogan, I saw that documentary. What a dude, that was such a fluff piece, man.
Well, he's dead.
You
What
know
do
what?
expect?
The saddest part of that documentary, and this is fucked up, but it's true, is it shows him hugging all the special needs people. I think that was the saddest part of the documentary because they look up to that guy and then he passed away. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
they don't have a hero anymore in Hulk Hogan.
Right.
I think that was the saddest part of the documentary. The rest of it was all bullshit.
Dude, why did they like really attack the Ultimate Warrior like badly? Like that
Oh
was-
yeah, they said that
wow.
he handpicked him to replace it. That's not even what happened. Vince brought him in. He got popular. Vince said, "Okay, Hogan's doing movies. Let's just get rid of Hogan and get Warrior." And Hogan has said this multiple times over the years that Warrior was the man to put Hulkamania in the grave. And then he always gloated, well, that didn't work. And then they brought me back. In this documentary, he's like, I handpicked him to beat me and make me go away. But then when they got Bret Hart, I just couldn't stay back. It's like, what? It has nothing to do with anything.
They have like Ted DiBiase, like, yeah, Ultimate Warrior sucked ass. And it's like, wait a minute, like you weren't that good. Like, they got, like everybody to just say he was horrible. Like, how did they do that? They got Bret Hart to say he
Every
sucked,
time
like,
they show
everybody.
$1 Million Man from the 80s, he looks like some lady in a suit.
It's so weird how when they get off the steroids, their bodies do what they do. Like they show Iron Sheik.
Well, yeah,
and
when
it's-
Hogan went to WCW, he got off the steroids. He looked like fucking Ted Turner.
yeah, like their bodies just like fail. Like, look at these guys. It's just so weird.
Hogan looked like
Like,
a different person.
Dude, Iron Sheik, only his head stayed the same. It looks like they took the fat Iron Sheik and just put his head on the buff body in the 80s. But that's like, it's the other way around.
He
It's
was
just
in the
weird.
Olympics, man. Come on.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you haven't watched it, watch it, but just watch it with caution because it's still BS.
Yeah.
And they cut
it's
the
just,
daughter out of it, by the way. And she
Oh, yeah.
actually went on Bubba the Love Sponge's show, the guy that was Hogan's best friend that had the sex tape or whatever. And she clarified a bunch of things from the documentary. So you can watch that on YouTube for free, her clarifying all that stuff. But yeah, brother, we saw his ass cheeks, brother. Something we didn't want to see, brother.
I think it was all fluff because he like
There
died
might be some
during
Sony guys out there that wanted to see that, but we didn't, brother.
If they made a Hulk Hogan game, his ass would definitely be in it if it was a PlayStation game. They love that over there.
Apparently.
You would see him and Andre the Giant getting in the hot tub naked and stuff. Horrible.
Easy
Ugh.
day, brother.
I don't know, brother.
Anyway, it's worth a watch, but yeah, it is what it is.
Noof is on fire right now on Twitter. You see what he wrote?
Oh no, let me see.
He goes,
second.
I'm tired of seeing Hogan's ass cheeks on my television. Like, oh man.
He did not say that.
No, he's on fire right now. He wrote on Twitter, Noof Nukem, selling an Xbox game on PlayStation sounds all fine and dandy, but if you lose a sale on Xbox because you pissed off loyal fans, then you aren't any further ahead. And he tagged me and Tim Dog. You sell consoles, you sell more games. It's not rocket science. Oh, man. Well, Noof, if you're listening right now, buddy, you can come on in and start screaming and yelling at us. We'll take the heat.
I mean, he's not wrong.
If he starts yelling, Frank, just show a picture of Hogan's ass and he'll leave.
Whoa, I gotta get out of here. That's disgusting. What are you guys doing on this show? He like blocks us.
Yeah.
You know, putting their games on PlayStation didn't even do them any favors because their game services were down anyway, 5%. So it's not even helping.
Okay, so 800 Kid, who's usually in the room, he was at Best Buy in Middletown today, and he sent me a photo of the Xbox section. So I want to show that photo. I didn't even have that queued up tonight. I have to find it. It's on my computer here.
See it. But that needs to be the first thing they do.
It's bad,
like,
but it's not that bad. I'll just say that. I think it's I don't know. It's something. It's a step in the right direction, I guess, maybe, but let's see. I'll show you.
Well, they need to get their presence like known, like immediately, being like, "Hey, we're still here." Like that's like number one.
Okay, I got it up on the screen here.
Okay, let me see.
I'll just drag this underneath here. There you go. That's the only thing I didn't have prepared for tonight. So you have a Series X with a disk drive for $649. You have the diskless, which people call the dickless Series X for $599. And then you have the Series S, which should never exist ever again, for $400. So all three of them were in stock where he was at. That was in Middletown, New York, Best Buy. But you see, there's a problem here. There needs to be more stock of these with a price cut, and with the Series S needs to be 86. Like, that needs to be out of here. If you're gonna manufacture these things, just manufacture the X. I'm sorry. You see what I'm saying? And can you not name the console this? You know, it didn't bother me for years, but it's starting to bother me now.
Well, you know, that's the wrong Series S.
What do you mean that's the wrong one? That's the 1 terabyte one?
Yeah, but the price is for the 512.
So they have the wrong console in the wrong pricing spot. So now someone's really going to get mad at Xbox because they're going to go buy it for $399. Best Buy's going to say, actually, this is $449. They're going to start flipping the fuck out.
How do you mess that up?
Look, they have spider wraps on them. Like, somebody's going to steal them. I think you're good, man. You could save the spider wraps for something else. I don't know.
It's $649 is criminal.
Shout out to the 800 Kid. He was live on location today. He sent me that. I didn't even ask him to do that. And by the way, 800 Kid is an Xbox guy. I'll just tell you that right now.
Yeah, he's not a fanboy guy or anything.
He is not, and he doesn't follow the internet. Like, I tell him stuff and he's shocked.
But see, that's the kind of thing, like, we're chronically online just because of the nature of our hobby and what we do. But for regular people, they need to, like, somehow get through to them and be like, hey, we have machines, we're still doing stuff. Like, they got to plaster gears everywhere. Like you always say, the Super Bowl, everything, like, just go crazy. Put it everywhere. What
I would do is, and Best Buy is a good starting point. You could do this with GameStop. Do this wherever you can at any electronics retailer. Maybe not Walmart. Send an Xbox rep to these fucking stores. You know when we went to Walmart, Frank, and they had the Twilight, all the little fat girls were there for a Twilight DVD release?
Yes. I do
remember that?
Yeah.
Dude, we go there to buy, what was it, Grand Theft Auto or something? We went there to buy a game at midnight. And there was a line of people, and then there's another line with all these fat girls with a fucking Twilight cake with a little table with like Kool-Aid and everything. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? We're here for a fucking game, and these girls are here for like Twilight. They were there because Twilight launched at midnight as well.
That's right.
So you need to do that. You need to have a table with Kool-Aid, donuts, maybe green donuts, and get people to come and see what the hell is going on. What is all this green donut stuff? Oh, this is Xbox. We're back, baby. And here's what's going on.
They did
And
that with Xbox One.
Talk to the fucking people in the stores. Be like, why did you leave Xbox? Get the fan feedback. Do something. You have to bring Best Buy. You should have an Xbox Series X dancing outside in a costume. And people are like, what the hell is that thing? That's an Xbox. Oh, really? That's Xbox? I thought they were dead. No, the guy's dancing outside. And then he's dancing with a sign that says, go inside. You go inside, they have a little table, they have the rep there. You have donuts, you have candy, whatever the hell, not candy, like, you know what I mean? Like breakfast or something, lunch, pizza.
They literally did this for Xbox One. I don't know if
have
you were
the fans
there for
come
that.
in and fucking talk to the real people. Be like, hey, it's okay. Did you go to PlayStation? Did you not go to, what's the deal with that? Do you like Xbox? Raise your hand. And then fucking 3 people raise their hand out of 10. And you're like, okay, all you other motherfuckers that didn't raise your hand, why don't you like Xbox? And they'll tell you, well, because they don't have any games. All right, fair enough. And they write it all down. You got to do this.
For Xbox One, I was at Best Buy the day it launched and the night before, the midnight launch. There used to be this Xbox rep. He looked.
We went to all the midnight launch. We went to the Halo 5 midnight launch like idiots.
Well, this was this was for the console. I think you got yours. Did you get yours at GameStop and then you met me or something? I forget. This was for the fat VCR Xbox One.
Yeah, I got it at
GameStop.
GameStop.
They had this Xbox rep. He looked like the mask you put on the disguise with the mustache and the glasses. He looked like that. And he worked at he would come into the store and he had a big table and gave me a foam finger, like an Xbox foam finger, and they had like
I have a Son of Rise press pass that I got when I waited on the line for the Xbox One.
Yeah, they were doing like
What's
all
up,
kinds,
Jamie?
exactly what you. They were giving out stuff like free stuff like lanyards and everything, and they're like getting people hyped, and it was like a whole big thing. Like they got to do stuff like that again. Even just throw you know how they have the Nintendo kiosk that plays the trail? Throw an Xbox kiosk, show gears, show all the stuff, like, and have some demos, like anything, like just to get people to see, like, yo, we're still here. Like, how much would that really cost them to just throw up a TV and a Series X in there with some stuff playing?
They got the money to do it.
And put the goddamn games on the shelf. Every time you go into Best Buy, all you see is NCAA, what was it? 2024 or 2023? When did it come back? Not this year's, last year's NCAA is on the shelf. That's all you see on the shelf. Just sports games. You don't see anything else. Because they don't have anything else. But PlayStation has 3 different aisles. I'm sorry, PlayStation has 2 different aisles. Nintendo has 3 aisles. Xbox is in a corner of an aisle. It doesn't even have a full aisle. And I get it. They're going digital, blah, blah, blah. But guess what? That ain't working, brother. A lot of these people want physical now. So they're going to have to get on the ball with that. They're going to have to make a decision for that one as well. But we're telling you, man, we're giving you the feedback. I mean, it is what it is. You take what you want with it, but that's why when you guys write your emails, write them. And put all the stuff in there that you believe in or that you want them to change.
I'm gonna send you a picture of the mascot. They got to put this guy outside. This will definitely sell consoles.
Okay. Yes.
It's horrific.
This is what you do. You're laughing, but this will get people to walk in and see what's going on.
I know, but I wouldn't make him like that. He's scary.
It looks like Gumby. All right, here's Series X Man. So listen, again, if you steal this idea, you know who to send the Helix to. I'll give you our PO box, and you're good to go. This is who should be at Best Buy walking around saying, "Hey, everyone." Now, he's not the survey guy. He's the guy to get you to go inside. You need, okay, listen, this is what you have to do to get people to go in. This guy in this costume needs to be breakdancing outside the store.
Wait, they're just so bad.
In that suit, he needs to be breakdancing.
Look at the one. Please don't make it like that. Whatever you do.
It's
Not
like
the hair.
Gumby.
Why does it have hair?
Where does it have hair? What are you talking about? Is it the second one
I
you
sent
sent me?
I sent you another one. It's so
You know, I had
bad.
all these pictures prepared. Now you're running around here with AI.
I'm sorry. I can't.
Okay, they can't make this one. This is if they made a movie or something.
I love how they put him like in a Best Buy too. Like,
Yeah.
Again, I don't know why this guy is here, but whatever.
you know, Best Buy used to have a tag mascot. You remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember. Need help? Remember that stupid guy? Need help?
Yeah.
I'm on the website looking for something. Need help? It's like, who the hell are you? This random guy
making
pops
it.
up on my screen.
Can't make any more mascots because I'll be doing this all night. Oh,
Ugh.
let me see here. Okay. But yeah, that's a good idea to get like engagement back, you know, because nobody's going to go to the Xbox section on their own and be like, "Oh, I want this. It has no presence here. I want to buy it."
Right, right.
Oh,
What? What happened?
nothing. I'm just checking to see.
I thought somebody got cut off here.
No.
Listen, you get these guys to come in and they break dance for you. That's how you do it. All right. I don't want to hear it. That's my free marketing for the day.
You're right. They got to do something like that just to
I
say,
remember
"Hey,
when
we're here."
speaking of Xbox like reps, I remember when I talked about on the show when like they were eliminating that position,
Right.
like at Best Buy at the time. The guy was like, "Yeah, it's my last visit," like because they're getting rid of this, and it's like, man, because Sony and Nintendo always had their reps
Right.
all the time.
They still have a Nintendo rep over here.
Yeah.
The Xbox rep was executed, unfortunately.
Yeah,
What the hell?
they were just like, "You're never coming back."
They had the mascot guy do the job.
Yeah. This is my.
Well, they
job
told
now.
him, they're like, "Do you want to wear the suit?" And he's like, "Nah, I quit. I'm good." And that was it.
And they said nobody quits, and they got rid of him.
They retired. He retired.
Yeah,
Uh,
he retired to the ground.
would you like listen, Ant? I know we went live at 3:00 in the morning last year or 2 years ago, whatever it was, maybe 3 years ago. Would you like to see the return of the Brooklyn? Would you like them to redesign the X?
At this point, it's tough to say yeah. Like at the time that we saw it, I was like, "Oh yeah," but like, "Oh yeah," but I don't know.
He's not in here tonight.
He's not.
When he comes in, do that.
But yeah, I don't know if it's like the right time right now, to be honest with you, because I definitely wouldn't get one at this point. Just
Yeah.
too much time has passed. What was that, 3 or 4 years ago? Like,
And it wasn't 4 years ago, but it was like 2 or 3 years ago. But I remember me and you were both excited for the Brooklyn. We were like, "This is nice
Yeah.
looking." And of course, everyone's like, "Where's the disk drive?" It's like, all right, whatever. It looks nice. I would have bought one. I would still buy one if they redesign it like that.
Like we got a digital Series X. It was the white model, but like again,
Yeah, that
we
was
didn't-
lazy. You know what I mean? They literally left it the same with the empty space. It's like, okay, we know you didn't want to cut costs, so you kept the design the same. We know you wanted to cut costs. What am I talking about? But yeah, it's such a lazy design. That it should have come out day one with the other one. They should have said, "Hey, we have a digital one and we have the disc one, just like Sony." Boom, done.
Yeah.
But they tried to get people in Game Pass with the Series S, and it didn't really work. So I don't know.
Well, that's what they were pushing for the most part, and it's like, why? I get it's cost efficient, but like,
Because they thought the masses were going to come with that thing, and it's like, but the masses don't even know what you're doing. You're promoting to a bunch of people who are buying a Series X.
I think it's a little late for a redesign now. They could do like a custom console, like Gears or something, but
That would be nice.
yeah, and make it
they
cheaper,
should
like
do that.
a little bit cheaper.
Well, they have to.
They got to
What? What?
They got to at least bundle. They should at least
What?
bundle Gears with the Series X. for
No,
the
don't
holidays.
bundle anything anymore. Not right now. Let them get to a point where they're making money and then bundle shit. That's the problem. They were bundling everything with everything.
That's true.
This is really the test, too. They need to sell Gears E-Day. And if they don't do it day and date, they're going to be selling this game separately. That's going to be the real test. How many people are actually going to go out and buy the game? They have to blow people away with this game, with the trailer and everything. And if they do that, they'll be fine. The game will sell really well. And they'll see some sort of growth with that game, starting with that game.
We need gameplay, and we need a beta ASAP.
And a release date.
And we need that beta on June 7th because we're all together, so we got to play it.
Yeah. The faster that they can move with this, because it's already been, a bit since we've seen the trailer.
You need to send at least, I would say, 4 to 5 Series X's to each retailer when you drop that June 7th reveal of Gears of War. Because if it's good, people will go to the store and buy a Series X. And especially if you drop
Especially
that
with a price drop. Yeah.
if you drop that to $4.99 or $4.49 or whatever you want to drop it to, people are going to run to the store and buy the console because they're going to get ready for Gears of War. But you have to guarantee them that it's only on Xbox, and you have to give them a release date that you're going to stick to. You can't do this Phil Spencer shit where, oh, it's coming, just wait. Just wait till the game's in their hand. Like, you can't do that.
No.
The drunk uncle who always wants one more drink. You can't do that crap. And I don't think they're going to do that ever again. Sure, release dates will slip, but I think that those days are over. The carrot dangling days, I believe, are over. So we'll see.
Yeah, like I said, it really is all in June, man. Leading up to June.
June's going to be fun. It's going to be fun for us personally and fun for this if they can get it done, because I'll be interested in seeing what happens. You have me intrigued, Xbox. I'm excited, so that's good. Whereas the last few months and few years, I haven't.
I'm sure we'll get some good stuff either way that weekend, like good game announcements. So should be good.
It must happen. It has to happen.
All right, we spent way too much time on Xbox, but it is a very popular subject to talk about.
And all this happened the day after we recorded last on this show specifically.
Yeah,
So-
a lot of stuff happened, man. They stole our slogan. I ended up doing another show. I got new T-shirts. It's crazy stuff's going on. Sony stepped on a rake
What happened here?
You haven't heard about Sony?
I've heard about some DRM stuff, but
Well, let's get into it then. If I could find, because you sent me 500 pictures, I can't find what's going on here. Okay.
Sorry.
So another H bomb with Sony, or it's an H bomb, it's a C bomb. CMOS bomb.
It's messed up, man.
I didn't do that on purpose.
They can't afford to have another one.
A CMOS battery bomb in yet another console. This was an issue a year or two ago for the PS3 and PS4. Remember that? It wouldn't even play physical games when this thing was pulled out of your console, the battery. They have another CMOS bomb, C-bomb. And if you buy a game digitally, as of the March 26th update, I believe, every time you buy a digital game, it will remain in a temporary license for refunds, which is weird because they don't offer refunds unless something really bad happens, like, what was that game? Cyberpunk and Mind's Eye and, what was it, Concord? Unless something like that happens where they could revoke the license. Apparently, you're in a temporary license for 14 days, and then after that, it converts to a permanent license. But if you don't turn your console on within the 14 to 13 days, I don't even know what I'm saying. Like, I'm so, like, confused about all this.
Okay. I
Sounds
can explain
confusing.
if you want.
Go ahead.
So they apparently.
Why are we
There's
talking
a-
about executives and fucking CMOS batteries? Like, why are we doing this? We should be talking about how good games are. Go ahead.
Well, I don't think this is going to be like the battery thing because it's a little different. So
Well, let's
when
do
you
it.
buy a game after this new update, it will issue you a temporary license for the 14-day refund policy. If you don't refund the game after 14 days, it will do one check and then you will have permanent license. You can play it offline. You can do everything. Like even on the within the 14 days, you can play it offline. It's just at some point it's going to need a check to continue operating. They didn't even confirm 14 days. That's just what's been like floating around. So we don't even know exactly if that's true. But basically, yeah, it's going to do an online check and you're going to be good to go after that. And even if you don't log in after 14 days, when you eventually go, you could go online 10 years later, assuming the servers are still up, it'll check and you're good. You're not going to lose the game. It's not going to delete. It's not going to go off your account. Like it's not nothing like that. Do I think it's bull crap? Yes, but it's not like as bad as we initially thought because we thought you were gonna have to check in every 30
Well,
days.
here's the thing with all this. At the end of the day, this is just the beginning of what they're going to end up doing with DRM.
Right.
Because next year it could be something different. It could be something where, hey, you know what? We will take the game away after. They might. It's unlikely, but you never know. And
Right.
I'll be honest with you, DRM and fucking console game, like, come on, man. Who cares? You know what I mean? On PC, they ruin it for people too. They put de novo on things. It messes with your graphics card, messes with your processor. You don't get the full extent of the game that you paid for. The people that pirate the damn games get a better experience. And they didn't pay
Yeah.
for it. We did. We're getting locked down for buying this stuff. Stop treating your customers like criminals.
They're gonna flick the switch.
Especially
You
on
know,
PS5
I thought of that
where-
on Monday when Tim Dog and Noof were going back and forth. I was like, should I bring up Jeff and flipping the switch? So Jeff,
That's funny.
okay, I have a little backstory here and going back to Xbox for a second. And Jeff will confirm this. Jeff did not want to buy an Xbox One because he thought that they were going to sell an X amount of units and then turn the DRM back on. And I said, Jeff, they're not going to do that. And then he goes, okay, then I'll buy one.
Yeah, they're not gonna go back.
But he
on
thought
that.
Phil Spencer was going to stand there with Igor and be like, Igor, flip the switch. And you know what? To be honest with you, he kind of did that. So Jeff was kind of right in the end.
Remember Larry Herb was like, it's not as easy as turning off a switch, and then it was.
Yeah,
Like,
no, it was. That wasn't a good look. We talked
see-
about that on here years ago. That was when we first started the show.
the DRM on console is stupid because it's so minimal, the amount of people that are pirating on PS5. Like, the effort it takes to pirate on PS5 is not worth it's worth it to
No,
just buy the game.
it really isn't. And I don't know what Sony's upset about.
And
There's no
they
reason to do any of this stuff. You know what I mean? Just
No,
let us play the
It
fucking
really
game.
is ridiculous at this fucking point, to be honest. It's just so stupid.
When you buy a radio, well, when you used to buy a radio, you could whatever you wanted with it. Sony wouldn't be like, oh yeah, you can't change the speakers on that radio that we sold you. They don't care. They sold you the radio. Now it's like they don't want. They sell you the phone. Well, you can't fix it. They sell you the computer. You can't fix it. Oh, we sold you this. You can't have it repaired. Then they make so many of the iPhones and the iPads and shit that by the time it breaks on you, you just buy a new one. Because there's 100 of them out there. You're not going to go fix it for $100 when you can put that towards a new one. They know that. Just a bunch of e-waste. It's nuts. It's crazy how they're trying to make money over here.
And the reason I didn't immediately flip out when I heard this is because
well, same thing with me. I was live and I was like, who cares? Just connect to the internet. But the bigger picture overall, when you think about it,
right,
is this is the beginning. What comes next? Because if we let them get away with this, they'll do something else. It's like you take an inch. You see what I'm saying?
They all have a lot of problems with this. Like for Xbox, you need online to set up the console. Sony, you can hit skip and set it up. So that's like a thing too.
Yeah.
If the internet goes out, you can't go on to 10 of your Series X's because you can only use the home console offline. It's like they all have these problems, and it's all bullcrap.
Xbox they should take all that shit off and be like the DRM free console at $4.99. Like I said earlier, forget about it.
Right.
It's a 1-2 punch.
Because I just before we went live, I bought Fusion Frenzy because it was $2.49, and I was like, oh, I want to own that. And I unhooked my console from the Ethernet and I tried to play it, and it's like, nope, not your home console, can't play offline. It's like they all do stupid stuff like this, which is bullcrap. I'm not justifying Sony, but I'm saying
This can't be justified anywhere. We're not justifying DRM at all.
Right. And Steam too. There's a lot of games that, yes, you can use Steam offline mode, but if you don't check in initially, or certain games won't work at all. I mean, there's nowhere that's safe. And that was my point. Like, when I saw people like, I'm getting off of Sony forever now, it's like, well, where are you going to go? Because this is all happening. It's like, yes, we should hold them accountable, but you can't immediately be like, I'm never going to play these games again because of this thing. It's like, we didn't have all the information. They all do it. At some point, you just have to pick the lesser of the evils, but they all have issues with this. Nintendo is the worst ever. Like, you can't even have 2 Switches anymore because it gets all jumbled up. I only have my account on one Switch too because it's so complicated to try to play digital games on another Switch too. It's insane.
Yeah, my wife had that problem when she went to Florida.
That actually sucks to hear because eventually, I'll get another one, and I guess I have to take it off of that.
So my wife, and she can tell you this too. Where are we? Hang on. What are we talking about now? We're talking about the DRM. I got the thing right here.
Yeah, DRM.
Hold up. Let me get rid of this. There you go. Got it. Okay. My wife went to Florida because she actually met Dreadpool and his family down there. And she had to go to Florida to go get ready for her cruise. Her cruise ship was leaving from Florida earlier this year, back in February. She brings a Switch too. Now, I unlinked her Switch Lite and made her switch to the primary. She gets on the fucking airplane, nothing will play. It says she's not the owner of the console or whatever the fuck. And I'm scrambling because she told me before she's like, we're ready to take off. I can't play anything. And I'm like, I set everything. And the console was set as her primary console. It still won't let her play anything. She landed, she had to call Nintendo, and the guy on the phone was really nice, and he fixed all of it. But it was like one of those things where we deregistered the console. I even had to go on the website under her username and delist it and relist the Switch 2 and all that. But something wasn't connecting and they had to do it on their end and they did it. And then she was able to play all the games offline. But it's like you said, they don't have this perfected yet. And it's a fucking pain in the ass. You pay for these games. You know, we're going digital more, me and her, because, and I have physical collections of stuff, but I'm trying to buy new stuff digital because I don't have time for this shit. I don't have time to fucking lose the cartridges. I don't have time for key codes and all this other stuff, key cards. I just buy the game, I play it, and that's it. Like, I'm getting to that point. I'm literally getting rid of a bunch of stuff in the basement. We're downsizing because we have no room left. So, you know, that's why I had 16 Xbox consoles, because my digital games, I can go in any room and play my digital games. I could go
internet.
I could go at home. I could go to work. I keep calling work home. I don't know why. I could keep going to work. I have all the Xboxes hooked up in all the rooms, and I could jump on and play a game. I don't have to worry about carrying the disc in my bag and it gets scratched up and I lose it, or I take it, but I don't have the game in the case and all that. And I don't know what console the game is. No, I log in, I play my games. So, I mean, for me, it's getting to a point where I'm starting to go more and more digital. And this is a problem. It is a problem. These companies don't have this down pat. And like I said on this show years ago, for years I've been saying this, and people are starting to echo it. We don't have laws in place that help us here in the United States. The EU has plenty of digital laws that protect the consumer. We don't have that here. All we have is these companies lobbying so they could stay out of the fucking spotlight and they could get away with all this crap. This needs to stop. They need to regulate these gaming companies and these digital companies, because we're getting rimrodded from all the companies, Sony, Xbox, and Nintendo. If you buy a digital game for full price, you should be able to play the game offline. Now, if you're paying like $1 for them, then yeah, pull them. Do whatever you do. If the DRM fucks up, then you don't own it anyway. Whatever. But you're paying full price for these things. You're not paying a quarter of the price. You're not paying half price. You're paying full price. So this shit's got to stop.
It's brutal too for people with multiple consoles. I think even on PlayStation, if you're offline and it's not like your main console, you can't access your stuff. It's like, who's gonna I'm not gonna buy a Series X, load all my crap on it and give it to you and be like, never go online so you can use the stuff. Like, no one's doing that. Like, I don't understand why, like you said, once it's downloaded to the console, it should just work.
Yeah,
Why
there
does it
shouldn't
matter?
be this whole fucking runaround, you know?
It's just dumb.
This is what they want to do. But hey, the silver lining is you buy retro. You know what the funny thing is? This is the irony of the whole thing. They don't want you to own anything, which is basically making you go out and jailbreak all your fucking consoles anyway.
You have to.
But that's the whole point. They don't want you doing it, so they're putting handcuffs on you, but they don't realize by putting the handcuffs on you, you're going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
It's a vicious cycle. You see what I'm saying? It just goes in a circle. How about you lay off the customer and be like, all right, you bought your shit, you're good. Because now you're going to have people going out there. I've jailbroken PS5s, and guess what? The irony is, I played the Looney Tunes game on a jailbroken PS5. I bought it a week later when it was on sale. And I streamed it. I think I bought that live on the air, actually.
That's also, though, why I'm not super worried about this. Everyone's like losing their minds. It's like, dude, by the time in 10, 15 years, the PS5 is going to be hacked 6 ways to Sunday.
Right, but but you understand something. This is the beginning of what they'll do next year, or they'll do the year after. That's the whole thing. Like, your library really isn't secure, and there's no guarantee. We don't have laws to help us over here. In the EU, they got a lot of laws. Over here, we don't have anything when it comes to digital rights. We have no digital rights. The companies do.
No.
And that's bullshit. and they lobby, and that's fucked up because they're basically saying, yeah, we'll give you X amount of money to leave us alone. So if people file a complaint, you look the other way. All right, well, that's it then. And I know we have a lot of problems in the world. I understand that. But how come the EU gets to do all this shit and we don't? Just saying.
That's why I don't feel the least bit bad about jailbreaking stuff. When people like the PS3 stores going down, I'm like, let it go. I got my thing jailbroken. I can play any game I want. Like, I don't care. It's because that they're gonna screw us eventually, so I'm gonna jailbreak my stuff.
But you see, if they didn't screw everybody like that, you wouldn't be jailbreaking because you wouldn't have to worry about it.
I would just buy the games.
That's what I'm saying. It's a vicious cycle. It's just going in a circle here.
It's so dumb because, like, honestly, if I buy a game for $3, you're really gonna do this online check-in thing? Oh, in case he steals the $3 game, I can play it anywhere else. It's like the stupidest things. Like, there's how many people do you really think are primarily like? Look, they said the reason they did this was because somebody bought a game and then within the 15 days refunded it, and then it was on a jailbroken console, and that's why they need to do it. It's like one guy did this. Like, who's gonna do that?
I'm gonna throw this out there, and I don't know if it's gonna stir people up. What caused more harm to gaming? Game Pass or piracy? I want to know.
That's a good video, right?
Because
there.
Game Pass took down the whole fucking brand, and piracy, people are still buying fucking games, even though they pirate them. What sold more games, piracy or Game Pass?
Well, I'm like you, where I'll play a game, I'll have it pirated, and I'll be like, oh, this game's great. I'll just buy it because it's easier to get. Nowadays, too, with updates, when you have a pirated console or a game, every time there's an update, you have to manually get the update and apply it to the thing. It's a pain in the ass. And the games are so cheap half the time. Like the Looney Tunes game. Are you really going to sit there and be like, ooh, I got a free $15 game and I'm going to keep applying the updates manually? It's like, no, I'm going to go online with it and buy. Like, it's just so stupid. Like the nobody over there is thinking that they're spending all this time trying to stop you from pirating, and it's like nobody's doing this. It's not in mass. It's not like the Dreamcast where you just download the game and that's the end of it. It's like a whole thing. It's just stupid, man.
I don't know, man. Now people are battling right now in the polls. Well, two people are battling in the polls. One guy's dicking around. He's going back and forth.
Hey, piracy sold me on more games.
Let's get at least 116 votes on that. Nothing is better than free, says the MILF-man.
Well, there's a cost to it.
Sony's
though,
killing
because it's a pain
Sega.
in the
That
ass.
happens. What?
No, even if it's free, like even with the Switch, the hack Switch, it's such a pain in the ass to load up the thing, put the update. It's like that's why like nobody's doing this in mass.
I have
A
two
couple
hack
of people
switches
doing it.
in a duffel bag in the basement that haven't been turned on in months. Because I'm just like, all right, I want to play the game. I'm just gonna buy it. I got the credit on there.
Yeah, and all the first party games are Switch 2 now only. So who cares? Like,
Exactly.
It's just pointless.
Fuck the Switch 1. Switch 1 was fucking underpowered anyway.
I don't know. I think they
You
waste
can't
so much
even
time.
if you hack the Switch 1 to play like RetroArch, there's nothing to play anymore because everything's on there now.
Right.
You literally have the Mortal Kombat collection. You have the Capcom collection. I don't need to fucking load up those emulators anymore. I'm good. Now I go to the dash. Like, I had dev mode on the Xbox Series X. You guys remember we played all that. There's no fucking point anymore. They put those games on there now on the store. So I'm good. I don't even need to bother with dev mode.
Yeah, if you got the shit where you need it, then that's it. You know, you got all the
That's
games.
it.
And
And I don't have to configure my
collections.
controller through certain dip switch menus and shit like that. I just play the game. I load it up and that's it.
Even on PC where it's very easy to pirate, I don't think the piracy's that rampant.
No,
Like,
it's
it's way
not.
more
And
rampant than console,
a
but-
lot of people don't understand that people on PC that pirate end up buying the game anyway when it goes on sale.
Right.
Here's the thing. People will buy the game because number one, they want to finish the game and get all the Steam achievements and all that shit. Very few people will care about not getting that stuff. You're going to have more people that are going to play it and be like, this game is worth the money. That's the reason why people pirate shit, because games are too expensive. And a lot of the games that come out are broken at $70. And a lot of people are just going to sit back and be like, you know what? I'm going to wait and see. Is this game worth the money or not?
Yeah.
That's when
Like I said,
they check the game out. And you know what? If they like the game, they stop playing after about an hour and they go, I'm going to buy it so I can finish the game on the profile and get all the achievement. That's what a lot of people do. And a lot of these companies don't understand that. This
like
is
you said,
why
the games are broken.
This is why I PlayStation does the trials on PlayStation Plus. It's a 1 to 2 hour trial. Great. Do it. Everyone should be doing that. Even Xbox. Don't do Game Pass. You're giving the whole fucking game away for free. Do the trials. 1 to 2 hours. People play the game and they're like, you know what? My trial is up. I'm going to buy the game because I want to finish that game. That's it. The demos, the trials, those are perfect because people are going to play that stuff and they're going to be like, that's a game for me. That's not a game for me. I'll save my money for another game. But the companies are too greedy. They won't put demos out.
You know what's funny too? A lot of people are like, just buy physical. And it's like, yeah, but you need to download the data and the patches.
Yeah,
and
what
like,
about disc rot? How about that too? I've been talking about that for years.
like you're damned no matter what you do.
You're
So
fucked
you
no
just
matter
have to
what at
pick
this
one-
point.
Yeah, you got to pick one way to go, and then in 15 years, jailbreak the hell out of the console, and you're good to go. I mean, it is what it is. It's just the way it's going to be forever.
Yeah, you can't get out of this. You know what I mean?
I mean, look at the 3DS. The shop is down. Are you going to pay friggin' $200 for Tomodachi Life? Or are you going to jailbreak your 3DS? Like, it's their fault. They don't sell it anymore. I can't buy it. So I got to do what I got to do. You're not hurting anyone. Nintendo's not selling it, you know?
But the light guy won't get paid.
Yeah, remember that? When you pirate DVDs, the lighting guy doesn't get paid. The lighting guy for what? They filmed the movie like 5 years ago. And let me tell you something. That's the first motherfucker to get paid or you're not getting the movie.
You know, people said that with that new. Remember, I was telling you the Avatar movie got like leaked before the trailer even came out. People were like, "The people won't get paid." I'm like, dude, they got paid a year ago when they
The
finished.
studio ain't getting paid, but the
'Cause me
people
and
got
Callie,
paid.
Me and Callie watched that because I recently finished the show for the first time. Like she's already seen it. I finished the show, and she's like, "Oh, I think this thing leaked." I went on the sites; it was there, so I grabbed it or whatever. And I was telling her about that. I was like, "Yeah, that's like all these people are like all the artists stuff like that. They're like, you know, we don't want our work to be shown this way." And I'm like, "All right, like I get like the momentum being killed because it got leaked, whatever. Okay, but the whole thing where it's like this industry and like we have to do, and it's like you guys already got paid and you're not. Originally, the movie was going to come out in theaters, and then they said no. Even before this, they said no, Paramount only. So it's like they're getting paid anyway. It's not even up to box office numbers. Like Paramount literally makes a deal with them. Like, all right, we'll just pay you, and that's it. You'll just get, you'll just get what you get.
I don't think a movie's been leaked and somebody was like, well, I'm totally not going to go watch the movie ever now. If anything, you're going to watch it in shitty quality and then you're going to buy it on 4K or DVD or Blu-ray. Big deal if you didn't go to the fucking movie theater. Maybe you'll watch some of it and be like, stop the movie. This is good. I'm going to go see it on the big screen where it deserves to be seen.
Dude, this Avatar movie, if they put
Piracy in movies has been around forever. I mean, the fucking guys that used to review the movies used to leak the tapes out. I mean, this has been going on for years. Nothing new.
Yeah.
I won't eat if you watch the pirated film that I already got paid for.
How will my family eat dinner? Well, you're fucking stupid because you should have been paid years ago when you filmed the movie. So, for like Falling Down or Batman Forever, let's say Batman Forever. If you pirate that movie, Anthony, 30-year-old movie, a 31-year-old film, does the lighting guy still get paid 31 years later?
Michael Douglas was homeless until it hit theaters.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's like, oh, I could pay my rent.
That's the thing. It's like unless you're like a big time actor or like a director, like you'll get a cut of like what the movie makes like opening weekend. But like nobody on set or a grip or you know a lighting guy or a sound guy, like dude, they're getting paid. They're on to the next job the next week or the next, like they shoot a movie for 6 months. Okay, they're on to another. Like they probably get like a little bit of a break and then they just do the next thing. Maybe they have a little bit of time off, but like it's a very like fast industry, and they're on to the next job. I mean, they get paid, they do their job, and they go on to the next thing. They're not getting a kickback off of DVD sales or fucking box office numbers. If you're Clint Eastwood, yeah. If you're Tom Cruise, yeah, like you get a percentage of the box office. This film, this Avatar film specifically we're talking about, isn't even going to theaters anyway. So it's like they got paid for what they
Well,
did.
whoever
The movie
leaked
is
it, that's
clearly
who they got to
done.
find, and they got to sue that guy. That's all it is.
They found him.
Oh, they
He's
did?
in
They
big
did.
trouble.
Yeah, he's in big trouble. Yeah.
Who was?
They found him.
Well, don't say his name, but like, was he related to the? Was he like part of Netflix or something, or just some rando?
I actually don't know the relation. I just heard about it.
It
Like
was
I
just
just
some
heard
guy.
that they found him.
Some guy
They
that works at
found me. I don't know
Amazon.
how, but they found me.
He said when it first came out, he said someone randomly emailed this to me. It's like, yeah, okay. They accidentally emailed you the movie in 1080p with no
But
watermark.
why?
Yeah, it is a clean.
Why would
like,
you
version,
post that
too.
someone sent it to you? You're asking them to get caught right there, because they're gonna grab you and be like, "Who sent it?" And then when you can't say who did it, you're in trouble.
The comments were like, "This guy's gonna have generational debt." Like,
Well, he
they're
does
suing
now,
so
so good for him.
yeah, I don't know. It
The
was
movie was
crazy.
just okay too. It wasn't even like a crazy movie. It was just like, it was just okay. Like there's certain things that were cool to see. Um, if you care about the universe, it's cool. But at the same time, you're like, man, if only they spent more time. Like this should have been like its own series, so they had more time to like talk about the characters. You know what I mean?
Well, Paramount has really bad security too, because remember that whole
clearly.
SpongeBob movie got leaked too before it was even in theaters, like an
Yeah.
entire SpongeBob movie. Like they
Yeah.
can't figure it out at Paramount. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. Because it's like these things happen, and like Perry said, like back in the day, there was people leaking shit all from when like screeners were getting handed out, like DVD screeners. I mean, that was game over.
Dude, they were getting
'Cause-
leaked out all the fucking time back in the day.
Even if they would say like, for your consideration or for your
Yes,
whatever it would
for
say.
your consideration.
Yeah, they put the watermarks in there that would appear.
I bought a screener for Monsters vs. Aliens at Goodwill. Like you were supposed to return this, but oh well.
Yeah.
For the guys that already got paid receiving their form 1099 year later. What? I can't even read that. What did he write?
Those guys got paid already and are receiving their form 1099 later. Like they already got paid a long
Okay.
time ago.
Yeah, and like they're part of SAG, or they're part of they're covered. Like they're good. They're fine. Like yes, I understand. Like my artiste work is being shown before it's supposed to. Like maybe that's like they feel compromised. Just like how Neil Druckmann had to sit there and apologize. When he was just like, "Oh, we're sorry it leaked." And then we promise we're not going to be doing crunch. We stopped doing the crunch dinners.
And he
I'm
was
serious.
he was still doing crunch.
And it's like,
He might not have been
Yeah.
doing crunch, but a pipe fell down next to the lady and almost killed her. Remember?
yeah,
Remember they said a pipe fell next to the person like working
Yeah.
at the desk or
what
something?
the hell? Like, why don't you do renovations? Because if a pipe just fell down, I would be paranoid to go back into the office and be like, am I gonna get smacked with like another like, I don't know, lead pipe? Like, what the fuck?
I mean, Joel did, so
Yeah. And they weren't happy about that. But that is like, that was compromised, and like that would definitely like impacted the game for sure. Like that was the leak that definitely impacted the game. The story wasn't good anyway, but that definitely gave like, I feel like it would have sold like a little bit more. It sold a lot, but I feel like it would have done maybe a little bit better if that bad precedent hit.
That guy just screwed up big time. That's all it was.
I don't want to derail too much, but speaking of movies, Mortal Kombat 2 comes out next week.
That's great. I'll
And
watch it on 4K in like 10 months.
there's also going to
Same.
be a probably before it hits theaters, the brand new Resident Evil live action film trailer by Zach Kreger is going to be in front of Mortal Kombat 2. So usually when it's in front of a movie on Friday, it'll get put out like Tuesday, like Monday or Tuesday. So stay tuned for that.
Well, you need to stay tuned for that because you're going to have a bunch of crazy people angry at you. And then you're going to have to explain what the hell happened.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. So, but I do want to see Mortal Kombat 2. So I will go see that in the theater.
They got to pull me out of somewhere to watch a movie at some point. The last movie I saw was 3 years ago. I saw Ghostbusters, the Frozen Empire, or it was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Went to Mamaroneck Playhouse, my old movie theater, which is fantastic now. Hopefully they don't. They were going to shut it down and build condos there, but they fought it or something and they kept it there because it was an opera house back in the day, like 500 years ago.
Historically significant.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
that's
a
what
landmark.
happened. Yeah, and they kept it.
I kind of like
so.
that though. I like when old shit stays, and I've talked to you guys about this. Same thing with like MSG.
Well, we'll
and
go
stuff.
there one
Like,
day. We'll go down there and watch a movie one day. Maybe this
Yeah,
summer
'cause
we'll
I
do
love
something.
those old like theaters that are just, you know, they used to be there for like operas or plays and stuff, and it's just cool. And like they built those buildings to last, you know, back
Yes.
then. It's not gonna. I mean, unless they've let it fall to disrepair, but usually
No, they
keep it
gutted the
because they
whole.
get
It was
funding.
closed for years. They gutted it, and they put. You walk into one room. It's like the Houston Astrodome. Like it is like a football stadium, and there's
Yeah.
several rooms in there. I think there's 4 or 5 screen rooms, but they're all leather fucking seats. It's crazy. It's like I'm going to a Super Bowl just to watch a movie. It was fucking awesome. And I was like, wow, why couldn't they do this when I used to live here? When I lived here, it smelled all the time and it was all dirty and shit. The minute I move out, they build all this stuff and they fix everything. So it's like they were waiting for me to leave.
I have a good feeling that Mortal Kombat 2 is going to be really good. Hopefully the delay
I hope
like,
so.
helped it.
So speaking of falling down and movies, that got announced
yeah.
for 4K for July. That means we're all
That
getting
also
together and
happened.
watching it because that needs to be watched. And Arrow's making it.
Yes. Probably the best company that could.
How the
they're
fuck
the
did
best
they get
boutique
that
label right
movie?
now.
Dude,
I don't know.
I literally
the
out
best.
loud was like, "Oh my god!" when I saw that. I was so happy.
Yeah, they're the best boutique label to get this, 100%.
Fantastic. And they're doing Mortal
That was
Kombat 1 and
becoming,
2, the Annihilation and
Yeah.
regular Mortal Kombat 95. That's coming out this summer as well. So I already got that pre-ordered. God damn. Some great movies.
Yeah.
All our stuff that we asked for has eventually come.
We're still waiting for
Come
Little
on.
Giants and Powder. And
Yeah.
Power Rangers, the movie in 4K would be nice too.
Yeah, that would be excellent.
And Die Hard 3.
Oh man, they gotta
Disney,
do Die
they
Hard
fucking
3.
own it and they ruined it. They locked it up.
Well, Disney fired their whole home media team or whatever, so I don't know if we're ever.
Yeah,
getting
but they're
into
having
that.
Sony make their 4Ks and shit now, right? Wasn't that the whole thing?
Yeah. Yeah, Sony's
okay,
been
that
making
makes
them.
sense.
Yeah.
But they're still not
But-
putting out the Die Hard movies. Only the first
Yeah,
one's
like
out
nobody-
on 4K.
Nobody said anything. No one's like, "Hey, we should," it's like all it takes is someone to bring up one of those meetings. like, "Hey,
No,
we should
you know
put-"
what? Unfortunately, is going to happen when Bruce Willis passes away. That's when they're going to put everything on 4K. It's like, why do you have to
Yeah, I
do
know.
that? Just put it out now. Why do we have to wait
Yeah,
for a
they gotta
tragedy
box
so
it
they
out.
can make money off this guy?
I think
El Nini, what's up?
Jeff-
Dreadpool is in here. He was in here at one point. Dreadpool, what's up? The man who I
Jeff,
saw the his Airbnb today. He's ready to go. He's all set. That is a beautiful
There you go.
Airbnb, sir.
he says right near the shop.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
it's right near the old place, Frank, that was torn down.
Oh, okay.
It's one street before that street. So I don't have to go too far, but there you go.
Yeah, it's not bad.
No, it's not bad. It's beautiful, actually. And it was weird because it smells like an actual hotel room.
Clean.
Very clean. I was jealous, man. I was like, man, I wish I had this in my house. This whole space. But yeah, he'll be all set. And then I got the other one over here for the other guys. So we're all set. Everything's paid for. We're ready to go.
Sweet. It's gonna be a blast, man. I can't wait.
It will be a blast. He-Man cartoons on Blu-ray. I think we're good on DVD with those. And speaking of He-Man, the creator passed away yesterday. I think it was 91.
wow.
Yeah, man.
That's so crazy.
Well, it's my life right there. I grew up with He-Man. It went from,
And he didn't get a chance to see the movie either.
well, he probably saw a screener of it. We
I
got
this today.
We got He-Man. What is that? Oh, the He-Man sword. Are you going to stab Game Pass Man with that?
I think I have one. Let me see.
Dude, it lights up and vibrates.
Well, we know he likes that somewhere where the sun don't shine. So there you go.
Nah, this thing's cool. And the guy, it's the guy from the movie going, I have the power. It's not the cartoon, but it's still cool. This was actually supposed to come out in May, but it came early.
Oh, scalp it.
I should, right?
How much are they going for on eBay?
I don't know.
Imagine if they're going for like $6,000 because they're out early.
Well, it was funny because I was like, it was like, I don't know, $35, $40. And I was like, I'm not sure if I want to get that. I might cancel it. And it just showed up. And I was like, wait, what? It's supposed to come like May 16th.
Does it have this? See what it shows.
Wait, what are you showing me?
I'm gonna have to turn the. Can you see that?
That macaroni and cheese. Oh, that's He-Man. Yeah, but that's the 90s He-Man. Nobody wants that show.
It's still cool.
Is that the DVD or Blu-ray?
It's a tape.
Oh,
It's a 25-minute tape. I don't know. Mattel.
yeah, you can erase that tape. Oh, you put a piece of tape over the hole and you can erase that thing. You're good. That's not really He-Man. That's some bootleg shit.
That's bootleg. That's funny.
I don't know what
in
crack
a
they were
pile of,
fucking snorting when they made that series. I mean, like, Jesus God.
It was in a pile of tapes that I found, so it wasn't for me. It was just I was just moving stuff out, helping someone move stuff out, and I was like, oh, a bunch of tapes here.
Yeah, and they said, get rid of that shit.
Yeah, it was literally like, hey, yeah, take it to Goodwill, or you could pick through it if you want. So
People are scalping the sword, but none have sold.
How much are they trying to sell it for?
100.
$100 for a $40 sword?
Yeah, I think I paid less than that.
You should sell
By the
yours
way,
with a pair of underwear and say, play as He-Man tonight.
like as He-Man, that sounds really bad.
Well, He-Man's in his underwear, so there you go.
You could pretend to be Hulk Hogan or He-Man with the underwear. Your choice. Falling Down dropped in price, by the way. Did you see that? It's like $32.
Good, because $50. I would have paid the $50, but I don't want to.
Yeah, we're getting it for less, which is good.
Thank God.
Oh.
That's where I get this from, Perry. The WWE Royal Rumble anthology.
Which one is it?
This fucking shit.
Yeah, well, guess what? You hit the lottery because that's the one that's all blurred out and the F is cut out of all the commentary.
Ah, man.
Put it in. The referee looks like Slimer because all you just see
I had a
arms.
Feeling, I had a feeling because again, like there's a bunch of other ones that I grabbed that were there. It was just I grabbed them all.
Why
Let me sort through these.
You know, instead of just paying the WWF for the license, they said, screw them. We're just going to cut out the F and every word. So everyone says WW and you hear a pause. And everyone's blurred. The turnbuckles are blurred. The ring is blurred.
It's such a shame because I was like, oh man, this
The
looks like a
cameramen with
cool-ass set.
WWF shirts are blurred. It's like, why? And they put that out. That thing was over $100. You know that, right? It was almost $200 for that set.
Dude, I
Well,
would have been pissed.
I thought I was like, oh man, this is cool. Like, you know, and obviously I didn't, you know, I paid nothing for it, but still, like the fact that it's all, I mean, I had a feeling, I thought the first thing I thought, I was like, 100% this is going to be like the censored shit. Like,
It is.
the blurred shit.
Put it in. You'll be pissed off.
Yeah, I don't want to now, but
They finally make those things and they ruined it like that.
yeah, one day I'll have to get a hard drive and I'll have to get all the shit that you got, like we'll clone that drive or something.
Oh, and they had the Raw, what was it? Raw 25 or something? It was like the uncut Raw 25, uncut, uncensored over. And they cut out the Benoit match out of the fucking,
oh my God.
the last Raw before WrestleMania 17 is on there. The one where they bought WCW. The whole episode is on there except for that one. You know what it is? The match is on there, but they cut out all commentary to when he gets in the ring. So when he tags in, it's just silent. And it's not the uncut, you know, obviously, because the commentary is cut out. And people got really mad about that.
Dude, I hate when they try to.
I mean, it shouldn't have been promoted anyway, but like it is what it is. Like you can't.
Yeah. And it's like, you don't have, like, it still happened. You like, I understand. It's like, if I'm paying for it, I should just have everything on there, you know? Like, I don't know.
You know,
And
Disney Plus pulled the Michael Jackson Simpsons episode. You need the DVD if you want to watch that episode.
Which was,
Like,
I
why?
remember when that aired on TV, that was the most popular episode. But yeah, they pulled it because, you know, then nobody knows what was going on with him.
People on eBay have the season and they put the episode in the title of like season 3 with this episode because that's like all that people want.
Right.
They just want the episode.
I don't know, man. All this stuff is weird. Listen,
DLC fucking sucks, man, sometimes. Jesus Christ.
well, it's like you had to tape it or buy the DVDs the second they came out, or else you're screwed for a lot of these things. But I don't know, man. It's all crap. I get why they take people out and stuff. I understand they don't want to promote that stuff, but at the end of the day,
Yeah.
we're so far removed from all that shit. Like, I don't know.
Well, that Simpsons episode was like 30 years ago, over
I
35
know.
years ago.
All right, so let's move on to the next thing. So Sony and DRM. Sony, you fucking suck for putting DRM on their shit. And all you other companies out there that do it, Xbox, Nintendo, fuck you guys too when it comes to DRM. So.
Yeah.
Now let's go to the Steam controller. Valve, it got leaked out. Some reviewer guy got too excited and leaked it like an idiot. And Gabe basically said, fucking just put it out. So here it is. We have video of this from Valve's YouTube channel. I don't know if you've seen this, Anthony.
I did watch it, yeah.
Okay. So people are looking at this controller and they're like, it doesn't look comfortable. What are those things on there? Are those, can I use those as sticks? It's like they're trackpads, you dumb fuck. Did you not use the original Steam controller? Because I have one of those.
This looks better than that one.
It does look better. It looks more refined.
Yeah.
I like the
It
charging
looks
puck.
more- it definitely looks like a, you know, just comfy. Like it looks like it just everything is nicely laid out.
Yeah, and people are shitting all over this controller. Like, I've noticed a lot of Xbox people are like, it's like, oh, please, if they announce this as an Xbox controller, you'd be filling up your pants with you know what. All right.
Dizzy Delta said that the controller is going to be 149 here. That is nuts.
Well, that's great because it's only $99 here. And this controller, there's no pre-order for it, but it releases on May 4th.
I think GameStop will sell it, so you just get it.
If they do, they do. If they don't, I'm just going to order it anyway. This thing looks like it will be comfortable. Listen, I understand it looks like, oh, what is all that? But when you hold it, it'll be comfortable.
I wish the price was like 80, but I think 100 is reasonable considering how much like controllers are now. I mean, that's not that bad.
Right. Well, it's got the Halifax sticks. It's easier to repair, apparently. So it'll be nice.
I'll get one eventually. I'm not going to grab one right away, but I do want one.
Well, I'll get it and you can check it out. $99 for a basic controller. Basic controller? This thing is like a pro controller. What are you talking about?
PS5 controller is like $80 now,
yeah,
right?
PS5 controller is $89.99 over here.
And the Switch Pro controller, what did I pay for the Resident Evil one? Like $90 or something?
90, yeah.
So this isn't that bad. Like pretty reasonable.
Yeah, Switch Pro controllers are $90.
Now, all the controllers should be like $60. I agree with you there. But
they should be.
If you're gonna in this landscape, and that's how much they are. I mean, hey, it's not like they're charging you like $200. It's like, all right.
So again, with all this, people are saying the console will be revealed soon. So whatever, we'll wait and see what happens. I'm buying one of these, says Venge. Yes, I'm with you. In fact, we'll go together and order these, and we'll go pick them up
From Valve headquarters.
Gabe Newell should bring these to our house like he did to that one guy. He brought the Steam Deck to the guy's house, and the guy wasn't home. The guy's wife answered the door. He's like, hey, is your husband home? No, he went out with his friends. Okay, well, here's the Steam Deck. I'm delivering it to him.
Imagine he got home and she's like, some big fat nerdy guy came to the door. He's not fat anymore. Some guy who looked like Santa Claus came here.
He didn't look like Santa then, I don't think. Did he?
Now he has like that big white beard. I don't know. You know, Gabe Newell has very nice hands, because I'm assuming those are his hands in this video here.
Yeah, with nail polish and nails on his fingers.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I don't think it looks comfortable. You guys have to hold the controller. You see, you guys listen to all these crazy Xbox guys that are like, "Ugh," but you know, if Phil Spencer rubbed his fucking dick all over it, you'd be grabbing it all day long and be like, oh, Phil, he blessed the controller. It's going to be great. Oh.
No, it's going to be good.
This controller is going to be fantastic. When you hold it, you're going to be instantly like, okay, I get it now.
Yeah, he's not going to design a controller that's like...
The trackpads are so you can move the mouse cursor in the games. Like, you realize that, right? I could play Police Quest on this thing. No problem. And by the way, this is the second Steam controller. I have the first one, and that's pretty comfortable. It looks very weird, but then when you hold it, you're like, I get it now. And I feel that's going to be the situation with this one.
You know what's nice about this one that I like about? I could just leave it hooked up to my PC, and it just charges wirelessly. Like, I like all the features it has with that little puck thing. The puck is a good idea, because apparently it doesn't have
the Elite had the puck. The Elite V2. The V1 might have had it too, I think. But I know the V2 has it. The puck is in the case. But yeah, it's nice.
I like that.
Nice little controller there. I'll be unboxing it. We'll be talking about it.
Yeah, I'll get one at some point.
If Gage showed up on my doorstep, I'd probably... Whoa, okay. It's definitely going to be better than the first Steam controller. Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be nice. And one guy got mad. He's like, oh, those are PlayStation stick. That's like, oh my God, nobody cares. Gabe Newell is not in bed with Sony. Like, get over yourselves.
They look like Xbox sticks. I don't know.
Yeah, it'll be fine, Chrono. If you're
This
a PC
little-
player, you get it. Like, you look at that controller and you get it. You're like, I got it. Those are the trackpads. You can move the mouse around and all that stuff. You don't have to worry about it. And by
They
the way,
purposely put
I wouldn't be shocked if Xbox Helix had something like that, because how are you going to navigate through Windows if the Helix comes with full-blown Windows? You're going to need a trackpad for that. Now, if you boot into
Sure.
that Xbox mode thing, then you're good. You probably don't even need it. But don't be shocked if Xbox doesn't release a controller like this for Helix. Just saying. You never know.
they purposely use a girl with small hands to show you, like, hey, anyone could use it. Like, you don't need like giant hands to hold this.
Imagine if those are Phil Spencer's hands.
At this point, I don't even know. His hands were too big, so he put Ozempic in his hands.
He injected them in his hands. Shout out to Ugly Sonic, who debuted 7 years ago online in the Sonic the Hedgehog trailer.
Wow, was that long ago?
7 years. Mr. Ugly Sonic. All
Ugly
right, we have
Sonic.
other topics here. We'll get through them quickly.
Yeah.
Although I will say Ugly Sonic was really good in the Chip and Dale movie from a few years ago. He actually was the hero at the end of the movie. Spoiler.
Dude, that movie is so underrated. That's a great movie.
That was a funny movie. I'll tell you that. Peter Pan was the
Is that
bad guy. That was awesome.
Is that movie on 4K? I need to buy that.
Probably not, because they don't like anything.
I'm looking right
They
now.
used to love home releases, Disney. Now they despise home releases. But it's funny because I think they're putting Sleeping Beauty on fucking 4K.
That movie might be locked to Disney Plus. I don't see a physical. 2022.
All right. Well, let's see here. What's the next topic here? I have to open the thing again.
Star Fox.
Yeah, we were supposed to hear about Star Fox today or tomorrow, maybe, or yesterday. I don't even know anymore. We're supposed to hear about Star Fox coming to the Switch 2. Is the announcement imminent?
He said they're just going to randomly announce one. There's 2 projects in the
He
works.
said who?
One is like
who said this?
That Nate guy.
Nate
He's
the
been
Hate?
right about everything. Yes. He said there's 2 announcements. One is imminent. It's just going to drop like on Twitter randomly, like the Splatoon thing where it just drops. And it's supposed to happen by the end of April. Now, I don't know, because we heard that Nintendo has been funneling fake information to like figure out who the leaker is. So I hope that's not the case. I figure he's in the movie, so they got to be working on something. So I think this is real. I mean, Nate even said it's still happening. It's legit. So I believe him. So we might get something today or soon about this.
Well, I hope he's not
We'll see.
bullshitting. So, and by the way, Nintendo has a secret movie project they're working on. Could it be Star Fox?
Definitely.
Who knows?
The last movie leads into that. So,
yeah, spoiler for all the people that didn't watch it.
I mean, he was on the poster, but it's all good.
Yep. Yeah, Wario put a big poster of him.
Jill's
up, like, hey,
America,
Star
come
Fox
on.
is in the movie.
Yeah. But, you know, it's all
Fox
good.
is America. How do you leak
mean,
the
the Zelda
ending of
movie's
Scream
coming out,
4
too.
on the fucking soundtrack, dude? What the fuck was that all about? You couldn't
Yeah.
say her America so people could be like, her who? Sydney? Or Gail or somebody else? Or call it Miss America. Because then you really don't know who it is.
It even sucks because the soundtrack sucked too.
Yeah, I only have the soundtrack for the first 2 movies. I don't even have the third one. The third one I think is pretty good, but I haven't purchased it. Scream sucks. Like the songs and everything from the last like 4 movies. All right, let's see here. Let's go to we're gonna skip one of them. We're gonna go right to the end here. Well, we're gonna go back to another topic, but we're gonna save that for the end. Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection has crossplay now. You son of a
Really?
bitches. I bought
How
this
long
on
has
every
it been?
platform because I want to make sure I played with you guys. And guess what? Now it doesn't matter. What?
When did this come out?
Yesterday.
No, I mean like so it's been out since October, right? So December.
Was it
January,
October or
February. So
November?
it took them 6 months to get crossplay in there.
And you wonder why people are weary of paying $70 for fucking games on day one?
They
Although
wanted
this
to be
game
spooky and put it out by Halloween.
this game wasn't 70 at launch, but it was like 50 or 60, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was basically almost full price. And like you said, they wanted to be scary and put it out by Halloween, but then you didn't have everything like done.
Yeah.
I felt like, I have it on Switch too, though, so I'll be down to play it.
Well, that's good. Now you can play with everybody.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
mean,
way
I
it
suck
should have
the
been at
game,
launch. But they made it seem like it was never coming. They're like, crossplay is going to be a challenge for us. And we were like, great, they're never going to release it. And, the fans kept pushing for it. You see, the Mortal Kombat fans, they're crazy too. But you know what? They kept pushing and pushing and pushing until Atari did it. Or Digital Eclipse, which is basically Atari.
Yeah.
So get off your ass. These companies got to get off their ass and start listening to people before they release these stupid games. Because the game now is like $30 and people can fucking have crossplay. Whereas the people that paid $50, $60 at launch got fucked.
Yeah.
This needs
Yeah.
to stop. All right. Well, the final thing, which I called this Resident Evil Requiem DLC, is a mini game based on the game's main combat. And you can only be unlocked if you beat the main game, which is no problem because I beat it on every platform. It is not Mercenaries, which I told you guys, and nobody listened to me.
Well, they didn't deny it wasn't Mercenaries, to be fair.
It's based on the single player, not
Right,
Mercenaries.
but so here's the thing.
Is it hunk mode or something where you play
A
the
lot
whole
of
game?
a
and
lot
stuff?
of different articles and places had to try to translate this because it wasn't Japanese, and some people like either got the full translation or didn't, myself included. But I think he basically said that it's based off combat from single player or battles that you have in single player. And he basically just said, yeah, you have to beat the game, and that's all we got, right? So it wasn't like it's not this or that. It wasn't really so like definitive. It was just like, hey, yeah, you got to beat the game, which that's like any mini game. And then it's like basically saying like if you're enjoying like, going through enemies and you're, having fun shooting them and stuff like that, it's like it's basically a continuation. So I don't know. I don't know what it is, Not to say that Mercenaries has to happen. It could just be like an Ethan Must Die mode where it's like more challenging, like situations with like less ammo and like, more percent of death, I guess. But yeah, so that's apparently coming in May, and the story DLC, they just said it's still in development, and they're just, they're raving about it internally, so apparently that's good. But you're probably not going to see that until later this year. But yeah, so that was the big like snippet of info
Later
that we
this
got
year.
from
It's
that
coming out in
interview.
May.
The story DLC, that's a separate thing. So that is what he was asked about in the interview. It was basically like story DLC.
So let me ask you something. If this isn't Mercenaries, how many crybabies are going to be in your streams?
I don't know if there's going to be a lot of people upset about it. If anything, they're just going to be like, "Oh, it's not enough replay value,"
Even though it is.
It's going to be free DLC, right?
Yeah, it's a free update. And apparently they said, play it during Golden Week, which is like between now and May 6th or 7th or something like that. So I think they're trying to say, yeah, he's basically saying, yeah, finish the game in the next week if you haven't, so you can play it. So it's probably going to come out next couple weeks, which will be cool to check it out. I'm sure we'll cover it. It's not going to be anything crazy, but it'll be fun. RE9 is a great game, so more content is cool. Mercs are not, and they said the story DLC is coming along. Obviously, like if they just started it, it's still going to be months and months away. So don't get too excited, fans out there. Just wait a little bit longer because
It'll be out before. It'll be out before State of Decay, though.
Probably. It probably would.
Oh, it's so funny.
That game's never coming out.
Don't say that. You never know.
So and the other stuff they asked me in the interview, it was just like, oh, what does Leon's wedding ring mean? They asked
Who
him,
the
and he's just
fuck
like,
cares? He's an inanimate object character. Nobody gives a flying fuck about Leon.
I think people care about him, but I think
Yeah, but Anthony, is that when you wake up in the morning, do you think, my God, Leon's got a wedding ring on? Who is his wife? I think you wake up in the morning and live your life. You know what I mean? There are people out there that's all they think about all day long. Who's he married to? When did he get married? Where did he get married? What was his cocktail hour like? Who was invited to the wedding? Like, people think of this shit because they're fucking crazy.
Well, it's funny because Nakanishi said I didn't think people would look that far into it.
Yeah, well,
it was just something we did.
Rikishi needs to understand his audience because he's way off base here. Have him host the chat with you one day, and then he'll be like, holy shit. He'll leave the project. He'll be like, I can't believe the fans are like this.
Oh, yeah.
Anthony, these people are nuts.
Yeah. This is what you have to deal with on the day-to-day. Yes. So that's cool. That's our, because we still haven't got like a date yet though. So they still have to come out and say, hey, it's coming out on this update on this day. So we just know it's sometime in May. So there you go. And then, like I said, RE live action trailer dropping next week before Mortal Kombat 2.
Oh.
So that will be.
I'm mad that you have to fucking sit there and deal with all these crazies asking you about it. I'm mad for you.
It's not bad. You don't have to be, because it's not, it could be worse, I guess. And like, it's not, it's a lot of times my interactions with people are like 98% positive. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
but that's
2%.
the problem, Anthony. Everyone gets excited for these movies and they're terrible. And then they're like, the movie sucked. Well, you ran out and saw it, so they're going to keep making more shitty movies. Like,
yeah,
the fucking community, the Resident Evil community needs to put their foot down and be like, you know what, man? Fuck you. You're disrespecting this franchise. We're not going to watch your shitty movies anymore. Because let me tell you something. When they find nobody's going to the movies to see these things, they're going to be like, holy shit, we better start listening.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I think Zach Krager has a lot of hype because of Barbarian and Weapons. And Weapons did really well for him.
Well, he should have known. Keep the franchise and start from scratch. He could make a scary movie about the first game. And everyone ignores that. They're like, well, we want to do our own thing. It's like, but the fans don't want that.
Yeah, that's exactly why.
It's been 20 fucking years of Resident Evil movies where they're not giving the fans what they want. I'm so sick of this shit. These companies suck ass. They all fucking suck. Oh, yeah, we'll give them Resident Evil, but it's not going to be Resident Evil. Oh, well, that's not what people want. So don't even bother wasting Hollywood's money.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if this is probably one of the better ones that we get since like the Paul Anderson ones. But
well,
that's not
it's
saying,
Paul
like,
W.S. Anderson, so anything's going to be better. What am I looking at? What the fuck am I looking at here? What the fuck is this? Okay, I'm watching Leatherface chasing Forrest Gump.
What?
This is AI on Facebook.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna send this to you. Oh,
Yeah, I
he's
need to see
talking.
that.
What am I looking at? I'm gonna send this to you.
Yeah, send it to me. I want to see it.
You guys will see it in the chat here. Hang on.
Yeah, hold on.
That just stopped me while you're talking, and I'm just laughing at it.
Oh my god.
I don't think I'll go back to Texas.
That's pretty great.
I don't know.
No wonder he's running and never stopped.
And so I ran.
Okay, listen, I'm gonna put this up here. I need to generate this really quick, and then we can leave.
Can we talk about the Rugrats collection?
Talk
real
about it
quick?
right now while I'm doing what I'm doing.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I
So
definitely want to talk about it too, because I used to play these games all the time.
Go ahead.
Dude, Search for Reptars, like my favorite Rugrats game ever. It was
Yeah.
from PS1.
That is my favorite. I still have my disc. It's like really fucked up, but I still have it. I got Studio Tour, I got the movie, I got Paris. I played all of them, man. I was into it. And so yeah, Limited Run is putting this out physically.
Yeah.
Not for Xbox, but for PlayStation and Switch.
And PC. Obviously not
PC.
physical, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's coming out
and-
soon.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Digital.
Oh, digital. Okay.
Yeah, it comes out digitally. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you right now. It's very soon. Wait, what? Can't I find it now? I think it's supposed to be like May 15th or something. It's like really
Okay.
yeah, May 15th digitally. So, and then physically it's only $35, which is not bad. You get
That
6
isn't bad.
games. So,
Especially because it has like you could save anywhere, you can rewind. Like it has like,
yeah.
there's updated quality of life stuff. Because like some of these games, I'll be honest, like I feel like if I went back, besides Reptar, I don't know how well some of these would hold up.
You saw it
Yeah.
here first. Xbox E-Day, okay? It's already in the episode. So if this thing gets trademarked tomorrow and it's up there next week, you know where you got it from. I'm just saying. Go ahead. Speak about Reptar.
But yeah, I kind of want to get on the PS5 to be honest with you, like physically.
Go ahead.
But-
C-Bomb man.
I'm gonna buy it digitally when it comes out, and then I might get it physically. I don't know. I gotta see. But I'm definitely gonna buy it in some capacity because these games are awesome. So,
Yeah.
but it's exciting. I didn't expect that.
The deluxe edition comes with, it says it comes with like a jewel case or something like that. But that's $65. Rugrats Retro Rewind Collection game. Retro style CD jewel case holds cartridge or CD. So like it's like a PS1 case, like because that would be cool as fuck.
Probably.
They just don't show it though. That's the problem. Is sometimes they don't show like everything in it. It's like, all right, you're telling me what the hell's in it. There's a CD soundtrack as well. Imagine fucking popping in a Rugrats soundtrack, just listening to that nonchalantly.
Hey, that would be cool.
Reptar puzzle piece keychain sticker sheets. So that's what comes in the deluxe. I want to see what's in it. I don't know. I think just getting the standard is fine, but like I'm a sucker for like, a really good collector's edition, but
It's pretty cheap, so whatever.
yeah. But yeah, the middle of May, that's not bad. That was right. My buddy told me about this. He's like, yeah, did you see they're putting out Rugrats again? I'm like, really? And then I saw this the other day. I was like, dude, this is pretty cool.
Yep, I'm getting it.
Search for Reptar, Rugrats movie, Rugrats Time Travelers, Studio Tour, Paris, and Castle Capers. I don't know if I played that
That
one.
was the Game Boy Advance one.
Everything that we grew up with is coming back. The 80s and 90s are like back.
Which is good.
Yeah. Of course it's
So I've
good.
been filming everything with the VHS camera. Like an idiot. Yeah, these are pretty cool, man. I haven't played these in a while, any of these Rugrats games.
Same.
They never put them on the fucking store. They never put these on there, I don't think, right?
No,
No.
they didn't have licensing.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully a limited run doesn't rip everybody off with those fake discs that they put out there.
I hope not.
That was a big
Like I
thing.
Like I says, don't let a game over ruin your nap time. Rewind and save anywhere. Retro screen filters, digital museum, box art. It's like owning physical copies all over again.
Oh, please. They're such bums.
I sent you another logo concept.
Yeah, but that's for Gears. That's not like for the company.
Yeah, it was just stolen from. Oh man.
Well, I'll use it because I mentioned it like an idiot on the air, so I had to show it now. There you go. If you see these anywhere, you know where they were first.
We'll see what they do in a couple weeks or like a month.
Or how
A
about
month
next
and
Thursday?
change
Not
away.
this Thursday, but next Thursday.
Yeah. Every other Thursday they're gonna steal our stuff.
Any questions from the chat? I know we were ignoring the chat today, and we weren't ignoring them on purpose, but like, you know, we had a lot of stuff to get through. And the Xbox thing went on quite a while. And the Sony thing, you know what, Sony, fuck you guys for doing that DRM shit because you don't have to do it, and you're doing it. And again, this is why I didn't trust Sony with my digital purchases. I kept saying that. And nobody freaking took me seriously. And there's reasons why, and this is one of the reasons why. So I will proceed with caution when buying stuff on PlayStation. I bought Pragmata. You see PlayStation prompts on the gameplay here from Pragmata, but that was because I was using a PlayStation controller on PC. So there you go. Hopefully Xbox can figure their stuff out, and I could just go back to that platform and play my games there for the most part. But I'm not going to support them if they're going to screw everything up again. I'm not wasting my time with that. They got to bring me back. I like what they're doing. I like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm hearing. But let's continue that. Let's not step on any more rakes. Let's get past all that. I don't consider the numbers them stepping on a rake because that regime is gone. This is the new regime and they're dealing with the old problems. So I am down with that. They see the numbers. And you know what's funny? We have the numbers today. Let's see those numbers in 3 to 5 months or 3 to 6 months.
Yeah. Kind of see where we're at.
Even if they crawl back a little bit, that's progress. So I'm glad that those numbers came out because we're going to see where this thing goes in a few months.
And if Gears is exclusive, it'll probably be the first full price game I buy on there in a long time. If it's not, then I'll probably play it on the Pro.
If they can make the right moves, then we're good. So I would urge everyone, Tim Dog he's going to be doing a Twitter Spaces every day at 4 p.m. Eastern. Every day that he can do one. Because he's got like a life to live, so he can't be on there every day. But he's going to try to do every day at 4 p.m. Eastern on Twitter Spaces or X Spaces. So follow him. He's at American Tim Dog on Twitter. And make sure you follow him. and listen to the spaces, because he's going to be giving out information about Xbox. So also, I don't know if he wants to put the email on this thing, so I won't do that right now, but I'll ask him first, and I'll put it on this show next week. But either way, we'll be back on Monday for We Are Xbox, the podcast. Obviously, I'm wearing the shirt right here. And I don't know, Anthony, if you want to come on, if you're busy, don't worry. Either way, but you're always invited on.
Yeah.
You decide you want to jump in and talk.
Yeah.
And we'll be on. Tim Dog said that he will be on once again whenever he can permit to be on. So I think he's coming on Monday, so we'll be good there. I don't know if Noof is coming on again. He's welcome to come on. So I think that's it. And then we have Gaming Ain't Easy next Tuesday. And then we're back here on Game Complainers. Are you streaming this week or next week, Anthony, or you don't know yet?
I'm gonna be, I was basically catching up a lot on trying to get this comedy skit done that we've been working on for a long time for the film channel, and that's coming out tomorrow. And so that's finally going to be done. So yeah, I'd like to have some more live streams in May. I think we are going to be doing one on Tuesday, the second part of the Dice Lock. We did it earlier in the month of April. We're going to continue it on Tuesday, I think. So we had to kind of move stuff around, but I didn't make the event yet, but I probably will tomorrow once that's locked in. So Tuesday, and then just more, videos on the horizon. So stay tuned for that. More podcast episodes and all that good stuff.
And your channel is Let's Talk Resident Evil on YouTube.
Yes. Yeah,
So
Let's Talk Resident Evil, and then Inocula Productions for my film channel, and then Anthony Underground for my new and upcoming channel that I'm trying to, slowly but surely put stuff out on. So.
All right, good.
And I mean it. I mean it this time, because the last year I've been like, oh man, I'm gonna start, but
Yeah,
now that
but
RE9
shit happens, man. You
let off the
can't.
gas a bit. Yeah.
But
I
only got
don't
so
want
much
to jump into
time.
live streaming because it's kind of like I have to build the audience first over there before I live stream over there more. So I have to build a solid foundation of videos, so when people come to the channel, they know like what to expect. So I have to kind of make that mark. And I have some ideas for LTRE as well with different style of videos and stuff. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I do have a big collection update, or not collection, my entire Resident Evil collection. The video is like 2.5 hours long, probably. So give or take. So that is like in the middle of editing. So that will probably drop maybe next week. So maybe not this week, but I'll see. So.
All right.
Yeah, buddy.
That's a lot of the things. We Are Xbox. We have gamers, have food. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, thanks, Scott. Anthony, will you be uploading more videos of Callie playing RE9, says the MILF Man?
Yes, we're going to try to record another part on Sunday. I think that's the plan. Both of our schedules are pretty busy, and so our time's limited, so we try to see what we can do with recording sessions. Usually we can knock out a couple parts a session, or we can just do one. So yeah, we'll continue to. She's enjoying it, so and people have seen it, been enjoying it, so it's pretty cool. So we're gonna get back on that. So stay tuned for that.
Alrighty, so I want to promote the new channel before we go, and then we'll be off. Let me just copy this. Take a screenshot. This way I could download it. Download. Thank you so much. Beautiful. Okay, the new channel. We Are Xbox Podcast on YouTube. There's 59 subscribers right now. That's fine. So every Monday we will be doing the show, and we'll be talking about what Xbox can do. This channel isn't like Game Complainers. We're not going to be screaming and yelling and stuff like that, or making parody videos or nothing. This is specifically how we feel as Xbox fans and what they need to do to get us back and fix the brand. So basically, we're airing our grievances out. So hopefully, obviously somebody watched this channel the other day and they took the slogan, no problem. But we want them to watch this channel and take the feedback, because I think with the feedback from everyone that jumps on this channel, you know, we can make a difference and try to get Xbox to listen and figure out what they need to do. Listen to the real fans. So hopefully we can get that done. That's the mission. That's the goal. And there you go. You can subscribe there. Let me drop the link in the chat. I'll pin that for like a minute, and then we will sign off here. There's the chat right here.
Yeah, please subscribe. We had a lot of views, but not too many subs. So
Yeah, whatever. I mean, listen, it's on a separate channel for a reason, because I want people to realize that, like, that's just for feedback for Xbox. That's why it's a separate channel. It's not a channel to grow and all that stuff. If it grows, great. I mean, that's fine. But it's mainly just to get the word out there that that's what we're worried about. Pin the message. There you go. So click on that, subscribe, and come there every Monday night. We're going to start around 8:15 p.m. We try to do this show for an hour. It went like 3 hours the other night, but we're trying to do like between 1 and 2 hours. So, again, just airing our grievances out, and hopefully somebody hears it. If not, no foul, no harm, no foul. If they do, though, great. Because I gave them the freaking slogan. And I will never let them live that one down.
No, definitely not.
well, it's worth a shot.
It's worth the shot. That's why I'm doing it. Because I'm like, you know what, man? If we're finally going to be heard about this stuff, it's time to just do this and get it over with. There won't be funny Phil Spencer videos over there. That's not what that channel's for. You want that stuff, you come here. You want just to hear about what's going on, you go over there. And that's it. So, all right, guys. I think we're going to wrap it up. I don't think there's anybody else in the chat speaking. So that'll be it. We'll catch you guys next week. And thank you for watching Game Complainer Zio episode. I don't even remember, man. I didn't even do the intro today. What the hell?
649.
649. So 650 next week. All right. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.